say replay.
Ano replay?
What?
What? You can't just say
Di ba
replay
kayo
in the middle of a sentence.
Okay, you know what?
I could make criticism sound.
No matter what this sounds like, that's the start of the podcast.
I also think replay.
Bakit ayaw?
No. I mean, papakinggan ko sana if like the volume of my mic is good with the volume of your mic. But
Mr.
that
Replay.
start, the moment I pressed record and he said I played replay, that's perfect.
Kaya nag-introduce.
We're recording.
We're live.
We're live.
We're live. Wait,
Yo.
I'm doing the dishes. Wait.
Yes, this is why we're live. Welcome to
This replay.
after the break.
This is my worst start yet. Wait.
We're doing chores and someone's playing
Oh,
rape.
Mark is bald.
And someone's bald. Oh, right, you are bald. Welcome everyone to episode 29.
Hey.
Welcome back.
Hey,
Guess
yo.
what, man?
Welcome back to us too.
Oh shit.
Hey, I'm here.
I'm here too.
Yeah.
We got it.
What?
Balik ka dito na po.
Could
You
sit
getting
here.
in on the chips, my
I
man.
like to go in
I'm
camera.
rolling the good camera.
No, yeah.
Go to camera.
Look at Mark and all
Mark,
his
Mark,
bald,
Mark and I
beautiful
get the chips, man.
Great start.
The camera's right here.
self. So
You're not in the camera.
we've been
No,
out.
he's
He's in.
Good.
So we've been out for a week. What's with you guys? What happened?
We crashed someone's house last
All
week.
right.
Hey!
Yeah, and we played Mario Kart.
We played
Hey!
Mario Kart.
Fuck you too.
We made it happen.
This is-
That was the important part.
we weren't able to record last Saturday, and then of course I went online and played FF14.
Lo and behold.
And then
Idiots.
these two fuckers knock on my door. Hey, we're gonna use your electricity.
Oh, come on.
We're gonna play Mario Kart, and someone has to leave. What did you do last week?
What did I do last week? I don't know. What happened last week? Last week was... Oh yeah. I shot some guns. And that was it. Shooting guns is cool.
Did you kill a guy?
No. Sana. But no. But you kind of want to when you're shooting guns. You imagine the face of the person on the other side.
Is it
The one you're shooting?
No.
Was it any of us? Was the face?
How easy it
No.
is? How easy
You
it
guys
is?
are like the bonds of friendship helping me pull the trigger.
Oh, we were not an accomplice to murder.
Hindi, kami yung nasa likod mo na nakaakbay sa balikat mo na.
Do it.
Do it for us.
So may license ka na? Do you have a license?
No.
Shooting range.
We went to a range. They offered to shoot 50 rounds for 1K. You get to choose the gun. You want to
1K,
shoot.
50 rounds?
Yeah. Actually, magbitin pero yeah. So that's what.
Well, it depends if you choose a handgun or if you choose a full-out semi-auto.
No, you can
rifle.
only choose handguns.
Okay, so
Or
no.
you can't shoot like an AK-47 inside the fucking shit.
What handgun did you choose? Did
I-
you choose a Glock?
I chose a 1911 45 pistol.
Oh.
Guns are loud.
Do
Yes,
they,
they are.
Do they have Desert Eagles and all that counter
No,
Call
no.
of Duty taught me shit.
No, I bet those are just 9mm rounds, and Desert Eagles and Magnums and shit have higher caliber
Yeah,
rounds.
They're
caliber.
like 50 cals,
They're
man.
like shotguns, small shotties.
I also have the realization that I will not be able to shoot guns properly anymore.
Why?
My eyesight
The eyes?
sucks.
Oh, yeah.
You don't need the good eyesight to shoot.
You just have to feel the
Yes.
curve of the bullet.
I think I should shoot there, no matter who might be
Promise.
standing there.
Just close your eyes. Ah!
You don't need good eyesight, but you need to wear glasses.
Yeah, and it's hard to aim.
Yeah. It gets
Glasses
smoky
on.
as shit.
It's hard to aim even if you don't have glasses, man. That's why you practice.
It's just
No,
fucking
I mean yeah, but with glasses you don't know what you're shooting.
there's like I was shooting and then like a shard, I don't know, just went into my shot to my eye and I'm like, good thing I'm wearing glasses.
A shard or maybe it was gunpowder.
Maybe I think it was like a part of the casing. So
Yeah.
Well, we should ask Paolo. That guy shoots like at least every other month.
he has the money.
Yeah.
You know.
You have now. You've been shooting.
Anime.
No,
No,
our
anime.
weeks. I have
Anime?
something for my week. I didn't just play video games because I didn't play video games.
What did you do? Last week, what did you last week?
Interesting story. I've already told it to Rowy.
Alright.
Whenever I get home from jujitsu, it's always around
That's not what he. That's not how he said it a while ago.
Okay.
A while ago, I said, whenever I come home.
Whenever I come home
Mm-hmm.
from jujitsu around 10 p.m. Yeah. Whenever. Anyway, whenever I come
watch
home.
some anime.
No, I'm not gonna.
I stroke the
No,
beast.
I open the TV, take a little rest before I go upstairs and take a bath and sleep.
Mm.
And whenever I turn on the TV at 10 o'clock, for a whole hour from 10 to 11 on Animax, JoJo's Bizarre Adventure Star Wars Crusaders plays.
Hey.
But we don't have Animax on our cable.
What part is Stardust Crusaders?
It's the third.
Okay.
It's the third JoJo. Anyway,
That's
we
a
don't-
JoJo
we don't-
I don't know.
we don't have Animax. But the past few days, since Jack TV is permanently down and
Huh?
they replaced it with
There's no Jack TV anymore.
no, there is a Jack TV, but not on our cable. It used to be, but now they changed it and they put Animax in.
Home shopping network.
They put Animax in to replace it. And I was like, oh yeah! And the day that I found out, I was so excited. I was gonna watch JoJo that night, and I watched JoJo that night, and it was the Darby arc. It
Yeah.
was my favorite arc.
Go
Ah.
ahead, Mr. Joestar.
It's so good. It was a great night. And I learned more things in Jiu-Jitsu the past 2 weeks. I learned this one move, so useful. But you guys don't want to hear that shit.
Yeah,
Anyway,
what's
I
the
did
move?
jujitsu at some
What do you
point.
do with the move? Is it a flip? Is it a bar?
it's not a flip. It's more
Is
of
it
a.
a clothesline?
Oh, it's more of
That's
a.
right.
Whenever you're in a full guard,
You
You're in a-
use half bar to maintain the
No,
full guard.
whenever
Oh,
you're
so
in a
that's
full
like
guard,
fighting game.
I
whenever
was
you're
looking for honor. You know?
whenever you're in a full guard, you're at a disadvantageous position.
No.
No, a full guard is when, let's say, someone is kneeling in front of me. I have my legs around him. That's a full guard.
Hey.
Oh.
Got a little sexual there.
Yeah. Anyway, you get your legs around him,
I
kind of
get
like
why you're
it
always
would look
coming.
like this if it was a person. Anyway, the one who's on top.
Hey.
Is actually at a disadvantageous
Really?
position.
The one who grounded pound? The one.
Yeah, the one who's on top because you can push and pull him away.
Oh.
The one who's
Hey, what would
the
you
one
wanna
who's
push?
at the bottom actually has more control than the one on top. And because you can strike, that's why the guy at the bottom has more advantage. Anyway, the move starts with, because Jiu-Jitsu has a gi,
Yeah.
is you removing
the gi.
the gi, one side of the gi, wrapping it around one of his arms, pulling it under and trying to scoot it through under his body and grab it with your other arm, so his arm is strapped. And it'll be easier for you to maneuver him into another position, a mount, which gets you points in the tournament.
Sounds a bit like MMA.
No,
Hey.
in MMA, you just punch
The
someone,
timing.
make him bleed, make him tap out. In there, it's more of a, if you make him submit, you make him tap out,
No, I mean,
you win.
the mechanics of ground and pound. When you're on the ground and actually trying to guard and shit.
There's
Yeah,
no-
but there is no striking in Jiu-Jitsu.
Yeah, it's
Oh,
not-
there's no striking.
There's no striking in Jiu-Jitsu.
Oh.
This is
It's not like
this is-
taekwondo or.
this is grappling, purely grappling. You can't even slam someone to the ground. Remember when I said
Not like judo because
Yeah,
judo,
judo
is
is
yeah,
slam.
judo and wrestling, you can slam someone to the ground. You know when I said the full guard I was
Yeah.
mentioning before.
Yeah.
One time I was full guarding someone. They lifted me off the ground, and they slammed me.
and they got disqualified or some shit.
No, it wasn't a match. It was during training, and I just laughed. It didn't really hurt that much, but it made a large sound. And-
you fart.
And I know that guy is disqualified if he ever did that because he didn't know. I just laughed. It was funny. And our coach scolded him. That's why it's funnier.
With the sound
Is
like
this Jiu-Jitsu Brazilian or something? Parang, Brazilian.
Actually,
Well-
that was one of my questions way back then.
Oh,
the difference.
what were you thinking?
Right,
Like ninjutsu or
Yeah.
something?
I did
it
Brazilian
is-
Jiu-Jitsu at some point.
Yeah,
I don't know
if
the
I-
You
difference.
guys
between
can,
Um,
fix your...
Fix your.
There's not much difference. Jiu-Jitsu is Jiu-Jitsu. The rules are the same all throughout. It's just that if I'm wrong, sorry coaches if you're watching this. I bet they aren't though. Fuck. Anyway, I think it's just the schools that's different. Because there's a Jiu-Jitsu school in Japan where it originally came from, It's called Jujutsu there, not Jiu-Jitsu.
Jiu-Jitsu.
Yeah, Jujutsu. Anyway,
There's also Brazilian because there's a large Japanese immigrant there for some reason.
Anyway, Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu was made famous by Royce Gracie during those very hectic UFC times. And that's how Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu became famous, and that's how you might know it as Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu.
The weird thing about that martial art is it starts with one person on the ground automatically.
No, it does not.
That's
With-
what we were taught eh.
No, it usually starts with one
You
person
were
on the
taught
ground.
wrong.
Wala. As a beginner yun eh.
purposely
No,
taught him
yo,
wrong.
no,
as a
that's a
joke.
Here's what actually happened. Explain.
Wait, it was right. He's right. They do start
In what sense?
in a sense that the guy on the ground is at a disadvantageous position, while the guy is standing, usually the more
Actually,
novice of the two.
Yes, that's what actually happened.
Yeah, the more novice one is the one standing up. But it's more of a training for the both of them, him to get experience from him and him to stay alert. Because he's at a disadvantageous position.
Oh, okay.
Rather than both of you standing up or both of you are already down.
I remembered we weren't actually allowed to ankle break or something. Parang ganun.
Yeah,
I think
you
for-
beginners aren't allowed to
break
leg
their
lock
legs.
and wrist
Right.
lock.
Because they could
They
do
could
it
hurt
wrong.
actually.
You're
Because-
not properly trained yet.
Because leg locks and wrist locks
Are
are easy to
dangerous.
fuck up.
And boom, sorry partner.
Yes.
fuck up when you get to the hospital.
Yeah, you guys are supposed to be learning. You're not supposed to be hurting each other.
Yeah, exactly.
No.
I broke your ankle.
And
you
there
don't
is the-
need a jiu-jitsu
and
partner to break
there is
your
this
ankle, though.
there is this
I was
wait,
gonna say
wait.
that was my secret technique. My ankle's already broken.
there is this one technique that's banned from every competition. It used to be
the secret
It's
technique.
called
no,
loving.
it's banned in a
Is it
sense
called
that
the crippler
it's
crossface?
dangerous because it's easy to
What's that?
break a limb from it, and
Mm.
it's the knee. It's called the reaping.
Oh,
Holy shit! Does that not sound like the most awesome move?
It sounds like raping, which
How does
I'll
one
take
rape or reap?
You get your knees tightened together and one of them drops it. So it kind of forces the other one's knee to kind of
oh yeah.
okay.
I almost broke my neck at some point during Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu.
Did you roll improperly?
We were
Did you
wrestling,
die?
right? I think my opponent, which was a master, got angry at me for some reason. And he changed my position from over him to under him.
Oh, that's what you're
Breaking
supposed
my
to
neck.
do.
And
Oh, what the fuck? I heard that.
and again, I heard that while I was doing that, and I was tapping out because of that.
Didn't he get in trouble because he could have died?
No.
I'm not sure if I could have died. Maybe I
It's-
was scared or something.
He was just scared. It's part of the game. Trust me. It usually always happens where your neck is really like that and your body's off the ground. It's just your shoulders and your neck supporting you.
It's I thought it was dangerous.
It's not dangerous.
It feels dangerous.
A novice shouldn't do it. Not because it's dangerous, but because he's not used to it. He could hurt himself. But since it was a master grappling him, he could have supported Choa. So no worries, man.
So are you a novice? Not anymore.
I'm still a novice.
Okay.
Fuck.
Then
I don't
you're
even
still-
have a stripe on my white belt.
A novice who has a gold medal.
Ah, the worst gold medal I've gotten.
How did why?
He
retell
wasn't
the
here.
story.
You don't know the story?
Because he didn't listen to the podcast.
Oh,
Boo.
shit. Oh, now we know.
Who here
Anyway,
listens to the podcast? Just
yeah,
us
I
three.
just
I
summarize the story. I
listened to
joined
it
I
during
joined the
editing.
tournament
That's it.
under the weight class Super Pesado, and I was the only one who enlisted in Super Pesado, so I had no opponent insta gold.
Nice.
Is that all you have to say?
It happened to me during swimming in
Wow,
Seaton.
we have another fake gold medalist in the group.
I got silver because
Oh.
like two
Was this
opponents
during
were
intrams?
dropped out. Yes.
Wait, you got silver by default?
Yes.
How can you get silver by default? You're the only
We
person
don't
there.
think you have the
They-
potential.
no,
There were
It's
four
another person.
people.
Ah,
Two were
there
out.
were.
There were 4 people, 2 didn't show up, he lost to the 1.
Oh, okay.
I thought you were the only one, and the judges thought you don't have the potential to be gold.
We're gonna give you
We'll
silver.
give you silver.
We'll give it to
Yeah.
God.
Yeah.
Another
Let's just call
medal,
it platinum.
another medal that I've earned is bronze, and I actually fought someone there, so it's good shit.
Man, all this talk about sports is like it's so anime, right?
Sure.
Oh.
Did anyone watch any anime?
But did you know my proudest third place moment was
What?
You beat a girl.
no third place moment? It was from Beyblade.
Oh.
You guys want to hear
Speaking
this?
of anime.
You guys want to
of
hear
anime.
this? You guys want to hear this story?
Sure.
When Beyblade was still a thing.
When Beyblade was still a thing, the first
Last year.
the first iteration of Beyblade. There we go. The one with the tiger and the dragon and the turtle and the anyway. I played Beyblade
You played anime tops.
on a tournament and I got third place. I was disappointed that I got third place, but seeing the prizes
Mhm.
of the first, second, third place, I was happy that I got the third place.
Wait, I think you told me that before. Can you
Because
retell
the
it?
prize for the first place was a trophy, and I think it was something else, a trophy and something I wasn't interested in. Second place was like a shirt and something else that I wasn't interested in. And third place, you got a gold and a silver bearing for your Beyblade. And I was like, more things to customize my Beyblade with. Yeah, yeah.
Actually, part of the thing that wins
I think I
Beyblade
heard that
matches.
story. Wait, yeah.
Part of
Yeah.
the thing that wins Beyblade matches is
The bearing,
the
yeah.
metal bearings, because if it's heavy, you have more
Yeah, more
force in
spin.
it. Yeah, more
But
spin.
it only lasts for a short while.
and
Yeah, it's
you
heavy.
can't get knocked out because I played.
Yeah, you spin faster, but you slow down faster as well.
Yeah, more power but less energy.
Yeah,
less
science.
less
science,
stability.
Yes.
Anyway, let's move on to anime. It's a Beyblade
Yeah.
segment. Here we go, Mr. Anime Man. We start with him or we start with us?
Did I have any?
My only anime is I'm still at episode 110 of
It doesn't have to be anime. It could be animation. A series.
Nothing.
Nothing.
Nothing. I'm
Nothing.
still stuck in episode 110 of Gintama. I already have episode until 135, so
Because
you
he's
can
busy
get from
playing
Oh, yeah,
Breath of the
I-
Wild.
I have.
We're gonna talk about that later.
I have cartoon shit
Oh,
because
yeah.
I was supposed to say this last week, so I
Is
kind of
this
forgot.
Ruby? No.
Oh, thank you. I have two
Ah.
cartoon shits.
Oh.
Okay, first was the one that's supposed to be for last week.
Okay.
Because last week I told you guys that I caught up on Venom and
Oh yeah. Yeah, you mentioned.
Venomverse.
Mhm.
Venom.
And after that, I caught up on what's her name, Spider-Gwen. And just as the Venomverse ended, Spider-Gwen became Gwenom.
Gwenom?
Yes.
Okay.
Gwen Venom.
Yes.
Okay.
Nice. Okay.
Yeah, that's currently what's happening. It was only 3 issues since
God,
the last
that
time
play
I
on
talked
word
about-
Gwenom.
It's really officially titled Gwenom?
Yes, it's called In-Universe Gwenom.
Come on.
Yeah.
Because I don't know, I think Spider-Gwen just rolls off the tongue much better.
Yeah, but it's supposed to be a Gwenom.
We understand a
Venom
Venom Gwen
Okay.
Spider-Man.
Yeah, so they call her Gwenom.
Yeah.
That there's only been one fight and like one big panel where she is Gwenom, so I'm gonna have to talk about
Oh,
Her
now that you've
persona
mentioned comics,
next time.
I do have something to mention. as well.
and
Shout out to my brother liking dark metal.
What is it?
It's a DC. It's a Batman-centered DC comic series where
is he a knight or something? Or
no, it's called dark metal because I don't know, some metals that they need to summon this fucking Batman from different universes or some shit. Anyway, it shows different iterations of Batman across the dark universes. You know how there are 52 universes currently
No.
in
A
DC?
bit, yeah, because
Yeah,
the
that's
new-
why it's
no, the new
that's why it's
That's
called the
why
new
it's called
52.
New 52.
The current universe happens in the 52nd iteration. And in Dark Metal, there was a side of the map where it showed all the 52 universes. And when they flipped the back, it was all the dark universes shown. The dark universes are basically worlds where it shouldn't. It exists only to end badly. And in those dark universes, many different iterations of, well, they're not bad Batmans, but they're bad Batmans in a sense that their universe ended. Like one Batman got the Lantern Ring.
So why is that a bad thing?
Because Batman is so OP and he kills. It came to the point where he kills, and there was also an iteration where Batman and Joker fused. There was a Batman that was fused with Barry, so Batman Flash, and there was the Cyborg Flash. You can just imagine.
It sounds fucked up.
But you're
It's
talking
like
about.
it's like Venom
I
verse.
know,
It's
I
like
know.
Batman Venom verse.
I know.
You could have said that because the way we're saying it felt like a bad thing. I don't know.
It is a bad thing.
It is a bad thing that it happened. I mean, Venomverse kind of is a bad thing why it happened. An enemy showed up, and that's why different Venoms had to come together and
Okay.
unite. But this, no, the different Batmans came together because, fuck, we're Batman. The 52 universe Batman is the key in order to unlock some weirdo shit. And what's weird about it is Dream showed up.
Who's Dream?
Dream
From
from the Sandman series.
Oh wow, okay.
Weird, right?
Yeah, but it kind of makes sense because Dark Horse
Who's-
publishes the Sandman series, and Dark Horse is a subsidiary of DC.
And there you go. And Dream was shown. And well, my brother likes it. I haven't read it, but he's told me a few stories, and the most OP one is the Green Lantern Batman.
Of course.
What ring does he have?
The
Yellow.
green one. The green one. He
Fear?
doesn't control fear. Batman's
Ah.
will is so strong.
Yeah, Batman would be a strong.
There
Green
was
Lantern.
also a storyline where he wielded
The
yellow.
yellow one.
The most OP Batman is the green one because
What's
his will
blue?
was so strong. You know those big ass Green Lantern guys that's in charge of all the lanterns, the one with big heads.
Mm.
Those guys in their universe realized that something was wrong in their universe and it came from Earth. So they came in to stop it only to find out that it was Batman wielding the green thing and he whooped all their asses.
Yeah, give
Because his will is that
Yeah,
strong.
give-
Because he's fucking Batman.
Give Batman the ability to make unlimited arsenal.
He'll make his parents.
Oh,
that's nice.
crying,
Oh,
crying.
oh.
Sorry. I'm sorry.
I'm sorry, Papa.
Papa. What are you, some 1920s European child?
Alright, and then
Okay.
to finish up my cartoon segment, Ruby, Volume 5 started this week, and holy shit, that animation is so fluid.
It's getting better.
It's so good.
Is it the best right now?
Among Ruby, yes,
At its
because
best
it's
right now.
progressing, because it's the current season.
And all they had to do was lose Monty.
Actually, I'm not saying Monty isn't good.
He has
But
his own
He has a
specific
different
style.
style, and when the staff like changed up their thing when he passed, like
It got-
visually it definitely looked better, but you can definitely tell that Monty's
Story wise.
no,
Monty's
no,
an action man.
Not talking about the story, but the action,
Yeah.
the choreography, and like the animation of the fights.
Mhm.
They've gotten better at the end of Volume 4 and especially now with Volume 5. But you can definitely tell how Monty does his fights.
Mhm.
So yeah, there's really not much to talk about because you guys don't watch Ruby. Yon's not here. Hill's not here. Yeah.
Okay.
It's a good. It's good. It looks good.
Does it
Yeah.
still feed off the same old anime tropes?
Not anymore. Not that much anymore. Definitely, season 1 was. Oh, it looks like an American anime with a lot of the usual tropes. But ever since 3,
It became its own thing.
yeah, it became its own thing. It started to have a more serious plot, and things are progressing. Ruby's still best girl.
Okay.
You want an update on the isekais or just skip it?
Yeah, sure.
Do a quick.
Do it. Like, skip the boring ones that give us your top 3 currently.
Anyway, the one where the spider is the heroine.
Oh, the spider.
Yeah, we talked about this.
Yeah, we
before,
talked
right?
about it. It updated.
What's
it's-
the new thing?
She's still a spider.
She's still a spider. She unlocked.
She
an
laid
O-
eggs,
She finally unlocked an OP skill.
which was
It's called wisdom. It's basically her being able to see and get a vivid description of anything she wants, as long as she can link it together. Like she has heresy magic, and she can have wisdom define what exactly heresy magic is. what she couldn't do before was cast magic, and now that she knows how to cast magic
Because
Let's
of
say-
wisdom.
because of wisdom. So it's like heresy magic, and she saw the definition of heresy magic. Now focus on the word magic. She can then see how to cast magic.
So in terms of D&D, he has arcane history skill. Then he can roll.
No, basically,
It's an anime, right?
she
Not
can
anime.
know what the dungeon master knows. And she finally found out that the world really is like a game. Like there is a coding. The administrator gave her permission to gain wisdom. And she was like,
fucking Matrix or something.
yeah, it was like fucking Matrix. She
How
was,
many
No,
chapters
she-
are you in?
it's 30
Okay, so not that long.
30 chapters in, but there are a few decimal point chapters.
Okay.
Like it's 20.2, 20.3. So it's, I would say it's along
3
around.
over 692 days.
No, I would say it's
I don't know
around
the fucking number.
the 40th
I
chapter.
wouldn't expect you to, man.
I would. It's around the 40th chapter if it was just full on straight on numbers. Anyway, and she's confused as well, and she has this skill that lets her think. Have two personalities in her. One of her personalities control the body, and one of her personalities overlook or strategize about the situation. So imagine you having two of yourselves thinking up for you, and it's really useful, right? Like one of you, let's say you're playing Overwatch, one of you aims for it,
Yeah,
and one of
you have different conscious.
and
one of you has the map awareness.
one of you has the map awareness and the skill cooldowns. It'll be easier. And the ending of the current arc was that skill leveled up, and now she has 3 personalities in her, and the third one was managing magic,
Okay.
and that's it.
So they just gamified skill
Yeah.
management or something like that.
And the other isekai is
How about the hot spa? Remember the spa, the spa thing?
it hasn't updated.
Okay.
I want to know about something. I think you're the one who posted this on the group chat. The one with a smartphone. Was that you?
The one where he pays to win.
The dating sim
No,
Oh, no,
The
that
guy
was-
brought his smartphone into a new world.
Yeah, but he's I know that he's
Doesn't that suck or something?
it does suck. Let me just give a quick review on it. He chose to get his smartphone, but the thing is, he didn't really need it because he was already OP as balls.
Also, he has powers and he has a smartphone.
Yes,
His smartphone is
His
his
power.
powers.
No, his smartphone is not his power.
his smartphone is not his power. He rarely uses it. He
Wow.
uses it for like GPS things,
What's the
searching.
fucking point?
Yeah, exactly.
Exactly.
No, the phone is just for information, but anything he can do is because the god gave it to him. Okay, I'm giving you this OP body.
And your
Go and
smartphone.
frolic around my world with your smartphone that you can search anything about this world on.
That's a wasted opportunity. Should have been how will he solve?
And the guy is boring as fuck.
Is he Kirito?
Is it sword art?
No, he's not even edgy. He's just like, oh, you know what? I'm just gonna live in this world and see what I can do as an adventurer.
I heard that the
Hey.
ending was a harem one.
Of course it is.
Ochoa.
Why
As in
else
full
would-
on, as in they get married, as in.
No,
as
no,
in-
it's not.
It's not a harem.
It's not a harem ending in a sense like that. It's a harem ending where all the girls went to him and it was just like, you know what? Fuck it. Fine. Let them come to me.
Okay.
Something like that.
Of course it is. That's a shame. The smartphone isn't even a big thing.
Well, there is this one other smartphone isekai that I mentioned in the group chat. I thought this was the one you were referring to, where suddenly he didn't want to play this game initially, but then he played it because he was forced by his little sister. His character, his avatar, came to life in the world, and it's losing against the monsters, and he's a cheap fuck. But he has to buy weapons and equipment for his avatar in order to win. But
Using real money.
using real money because it's
Ah.
actually an app on his phone. And I was like, I don't want to spend money. I'm already a broke son of a bitch. And he has to buy it. And
But
that's it.
why?
It-
Will he die? Why does he need to win in this game?
It's actually a threat to the real world.
Okay.
I thought it was just gacha addiction again.
No.
Two of our friends have a big gacha addiction.
Yes.
Oh.
Oh God.
Yeah, man.
Effie heroes, man.
That's
Ah.
gotcha.
Yeah.
Oh, wait. I thought it was like yung parang
No, it's a bit-
Excelsior.
No, it's a bit strategy-ish, but gacha in a sense that in order to
You
get
don't
the
know what you're gonna get when you pull that summon.
Hey.
Orbs.
Oh no, I didn't get the waifu I wanted. Time to grind for more orbs.
RNG,
I got my waifu.
RNG.
Or you could buy more. Exactly.
Yay! Anyway, to Marco Choa now.
Alright. What,
Guest star anime man,
what do you have?
Ketsuo Taberu.
Yo.
Yes.
I watched a few weeks ago Durara
Oh.
Oh, look at
under
that.
your recommendations.
Did you finish it?
1 and 2.
I-
Season 1 and 2.
Actually, I tried to finish it, but at some point I couldn't find one episode completely.
What do you mean by?
And he had to stop because he was a completionist.
I don't-
No, well,
There's
it's a story.
Around episode
Yeah,
8,
yeah.
okay, it was in a certain website.
Yeah, sure,
Oh,
sure.
oh.
So
Completely illegal.
Straight
Crunchyroll-esque.
I'm not saying anything.
Probably not kiss in the beginning. I don't know.
Guys, it only shows me half. So after I couldn't find the next episode.
You
So
couldn't find a complete episode 8.
Try
yes,
searching it.
and that's
Try-
why I couldn't really
That's
continue.
weird.
Try searching it on YouTube.
It's annoying.
Weird.
I thought
enough,
it's
you-
there.
Weirdly enough, some are.
Anyways, my first impression is I think I like it better than Bakano.
It is better than Bakano.
And what
By a big regard.
I was very confused with Bakano in its many many connected stories and many points of views. Dura is much more focused, giving each arc its own time to breathe.
Yeah.
My favorite character would be
Salty. Salty or you're dead to me.
He's dead to you. He's dead to you. You know,
Salty or you're dead to me.
he's dead to you. You know how
Get
Ocho
the
thinks.
fuck out!
the one who always yells something.
The blonde one.
Shizuo.
Yes.
Iwajima.
Yeah, but
The bartender man.
yes,
Yeah, that's a good
it
pick.
makes me laugh all the time. It's like he's not a violent man.
Oh, yeah, he's
supposedly.
not that dead to
He's
you.
not a violent man. Ah! Massacres the entire town. Parang, it's like they're a good couple kapag yung Izia and that guy.
Oh my
So,
god. You're
It's
like
legit.
you're like 90% of the yaoi fan
Come on,
base.
I could see why. I could see why
God.
people would like that. Eh.
Well,
Nah, he's not.
I'm gonna make the fucking phone silent.
Yeah, that was a
Ah.
good shit. But all the cards were good. Eh. Selty,
Yeah.
I haven't really get to know her yet, but she seems to have a
Season
good
one,
background.
right? Yeah, you don't-
Season one. So I don't have. Does he get together with the doctor or something?
Of course, I'm not gonna tell you. I'm not
You
gonna
have to
say yes or
watch.
no.
You have to watch.
oh, something else. I haven't watched that. What is that? Could you explain what Durara is to the fans and me? What that show is about?
Alright, fine. Durarara is about. Okay, for context, just to make things simple, I'm gonna make Mikado the main character.
The guy.
Yes.
Okay.
Just to
Let's
make
do it.
the description easier. Ryugamine Mikado came from the province or in some other town, and he moved to Tokyo for high school. And his old friend is also in. He's always in contact with his close friend, and they met up. They're in the same year. Blah blah blah. But in this city, like weird shit happens. There's the headless rider. There's the man who has what the fuck strength. Like it's kind of slice of life, but there's fantasy and there's a little bit of mystery.
It's a story about a town and the people
Yeah.
who live there.
Like
It's basically
these
like that.
characters don't know each other, or like two people know each other, and then
Oh,
the show shows you that in this certain time and in this certain event, like 6 people were actually there, but they didn't interact. But
oh,
their
it's like
actions.
it's like less interactive Adventure Time-ish. Kind of, because it's usually just normal people, but in weirdo settings, and usually they're just going about their normal lives.
Not really. It's more of these people aren't aware of each other,
But,
but
they're affected
Yeah,
by
but
it.
but their
with,
actions
with them being less aware of
no,
each
but
other.
their actions influence the other person's activities without them knowing.
Oh.
Kind of like that.
So it's like a snowball thing.
So yeah, I might continue that show
Yeah,
if I find
if you find
a good.
maybe Crunchyroll or maybe some I don't know any other legit sites.
Wait, give me a minute. Pirate Bay.
Or you could watch it on Animax. Hey.
Do they have an anime?
And,
I don't know.
I don't know. They have Ranma.
How do you feel about Isaiah? The evil mastermind guy.
I think he's not the villain or something. I got the feeling that he's not the villain. Parang he's just a fun guy. If he's a villain, I would probably like him even as a villain. It's kind of charismatic.
Yeah, that's a good answer. All right. Hope you find.
Any
that
other
episode.
animes? Moving on?
I'm at episode 3 at Net Juno Susume. I think it's the best.
Wait, what is it? The whole title, please.
Net Juno Susume. Recovery of a MMO junkie.
Wow.
I think I've discussed this before in this sub.
No.
Tell me more.
Tell me more.
Tell me more.
Tell me more.
That title intrigued me.
Yeah, that intrigued me as well. Tell me more.
Hurry up, because I have to go home and play
Right.
F14.
It speaks to you. That's fine.
Yeah, all game, no life. As I was saying.
This girl quit his job to
Better job.
be a NEET and play games and shit.
Mhm.
Right? It's not explained
Sounds
why
familiar.
she quit. It's like real life, trying to recover from some
Real
unknown
life, the anime.
real life. Yes,
Ah.
she's trying to recover for some traumatic incident that's not been explained yet.
So she was in a traumatic incident. She
Not explained yet, but there were clues.
receded to games.
So he receded to games.
She receded to games. Yeah. Okay.
Priorly, he was playing she was playing another game, and she has a friend there.
Okay.
I think they broke up at some point, where at this game, they unknowingly met each other again. But the twist is that the girl is playing a guy character, right? And the guy is playing a girl character.
Did you talk about this before?
Yes, I talked about that.
Oh.
I'm now saying it's one of the best.
Okay.
The great thing about this, the main hook of this anime is the characters, especially the main character. I describe him as very unrealistic, where I think that criticism is unwarranted.
But is this the one where you talked about the girl is like too?
Yes.
What do you call that?
Too hot.
Yeah.
Okay.
Too,
But
okay, I
it's-
remember this.
but-
I remember this conversation.
but- Watching the anime further, it's explained that she was actually a very successful person at some point. So I think it's
before she
okay.
became a NEET. So it's understandable now why.
Why
So
she's
it's,
like
so it's
that.
a version of a Hollywood nerd. So,
It's a version-
I'm a neat, but I don't look like one.
No, it's like she was successful then, but she was
She was
traumatized.
way
and-
hotter back then. Parang ganun.
Yeah, it actually kind of makes sense. It's not Hollywood nerd. It's more of a hot person having a traumatic experience, and
Having a
found,
depression at some point.
found
Going
solace
to
in
the-
games.
I think it happens in real life, in
yeah.
Hollywood especially, right? So I
It's
think
not
it's
a Hollywood nerd. It's
Just-
not a Hollywood nerd. It's not.
It's
What
not
I mean
even
by
that of a
Hollywood
nerd.
nerd is just, oh look,
It's not-
it
it's
is a
not-
nerd,
it's
but
not a
you take off the
nerd.
glasses and you put the hair
It's
down.
not a nerd.
They're
He's like
suddenly beautiful.
it's like a person who has depression.
No, but she
It's not a
wasn't.
nerd, eh.
No, those Hollywood nerds are nerds from the beginning. She was successful and beautiful in the before she became a nerd.
And broke down due to some event and has a depression.
Yet.
Okay.
Three
That's it.
episodes up
Yes.
till now.
The main thing that sells this anime is the main character, and ironically the main girl in the chick in the online world, which is played by a guy. The way he plays that, how she acts like a girl in the anime. Oh, it's like you can't help but like her even though you know he's a guy.
Sorry, I got confused.
No, he's talking about the guy who's playing a female character, and he plays the female character so good that you don't mind or you don't.
It's like you could
Ah,
accept.
It's like
So who's the hot person?
kind
That
of
person is the real girl who's playing the guy.
Okay, and there's
Yeah.
a guy playing a girl.
Yes.
Okay.
Their interactions is the best part of this anime, and
Mm.
this is one of the main reasons why it's the greatest. It's not really realistic, but the interactions make it lovable. It's
the
like-
subtleness.
it's not a subtleness, it's the fun feeling
Okay.
that you watch. You could just relax and let it in, and
You know,
you
you
enjoy your
sit-
The
time.
sit
happy
down.
feelings and
Yeah.
enjoy
Oh, and
yourself.
also
I can't stop smiling every time the anime starts. Parang
Yeah.
it's too good.
yeah, make a good fair point. And I forgot to mention something on the series side. I've mentioned it last week on a few animes I was trying to give a chance. When I said Kino no Tabi, Kino's Journey,
Yeah.
it was actually a reboot of an old 2003 anime. So I was like, oh, it's a reboot. Nice. Since it's a reboot, it's not a continuation. I don't have to watch the old one. But then reading the comments on this certain site where I watch it on, that's not Crunchyroll, but it's absolutely legal. They said you should watch the old Kino no Tabi first, so you could kind of compare it because the flow of the story is different, and it's more about they say it's the same journey, and it's not really stated yet in the current iteration. I mean, the current reboot that what Kino's gender is, but based on the fans, Kino's a girl. But right now, Hermes is biked and she basically goes around the world and experiences the beauties of the world and sees the flaws. And because this world is not beautiful, it is. That's the tagline of the show. Fucking experiencing real ass shit, killing, shooting, and seeing beautiful sights. The end.
Okay.
Another anime that I watch is I'm sort of disappointed.
Is that the name?
A sister is all you need. Something.
Oh god.
Oh, we have an audio file now.
I was about to say, are you gonna mention Garo Vanishing Line? Because I was disappointed with that anime. The animation was good. It's just that the
So
story
is
was
that
so
different from A Sister Is All You Need?
Yes, it's
Okay.
so different. Anyway,
Anyways,
the one I'm mentioning, it's disappointing, but the animation is good. And the one Cho is mentioning,
it gets
probably
it gets too serious unnecessarily. I expect my Emoto anime to be funny. Okay, I think it's just my personal taste. Okay, so yeah,
Okay.
it's too early to get serious because I still don't care about the characters yet.
okay.
Maybe
Understand.
maybe in episode 6 or 7, but not now.
Like the stakes were introduced too early.
Yeah.
Their character motivations are revealed too early.
Mm.
So it's kind of disappointing.
Oh, then you're probably not gonna wanna watch Kino no Tabi.
Or Naruto.
Or Naruto.
Episode 1. I'm gonna
Wait,
be the
wait.
Hokage.
Maybe it's kasi I have a specific taste. I have a specific taste for Emoto anime.
Oh, maybe it's because he
Very-
was expecting a full-on rom-com Emoto anime, but he got
Yes, like
something
funny.
serious.
I want
Okay.
my funny anime.
Okay,
That
maybe,
is-
maybe you can watch Kino no Tabi because it's serious in the beginning, you know it. Maybe.
You watch anime more for the escapism, or is that a fact, or is that your anime?
Or you-
preference?
I judge it by what it is.
Or you
By what I think it is.
okay then.
For example, a White Album 2, that's a very tragic anime, but I really love it because I know it was
It
a
plays
tragic
the tragic
anime.
well.
And it does it very, very well. Better
Okay.
than any tragic anime
Okay,
I've seen.
then try Kino no Tabi. I would suggest. It's kind of serious. It looks good. It is kind of interesting. Kind of interesting because it drew me in, and I'm not interested in that shit.
How long is that anime?
For now, I don't know how many episodes it's gonna run. It's at its second episode.
Oh, so
that's
it's
rated
current one.
second or third. And also, Black Clover. I gave up on it again because
I've been seeing ads for that. I didn't know it was shown in Magic.
it is shown in Magic. The way I described this, you would have assumed it was shown in Magic. Anyway,
I heard that show was bad.
no, it's not bad. The manga is good. It's like any shonen. The beginning is good.
The ending is crap.
No, the ending is not crap. It's at that point where it's at that dull, mediocre state in the manga.
Okay.
But in the show, it's
where clearly the author doesn't know what he's writing anymore.
he doesn't know where he's going.
yeah.
Man,
Anyway,
I thought this would last a month.
anyway, in
This is
the
supposed to be a one shot.
in the anime. In
Dude,
the
that's the worst.
That's the worst.
My shit's
Anyway.
supposed to be one shot. Now I'm writing 6 years later.
Kill me now.
Anyway,
Masashi Kishimoto.
I mean, the money's too good. Getting real. Boruto's done.
And now I'm writing a sequel about his son.
Hey, to be fair, Springtime of Youth and Boruto's Dad are written by different people. It just follows Kishimoto's art style.
Okay,
To be fair,
speaking of dull continuations that are getting animes, Yukio Holder, the continuation to Maho Sensei Negima,
Oh,
now has an anime iteration.
Is Meggy a man now, or is he still a boy?
He showed up as a full-on sexy, hot, grown-up with a big-ass wooden staff,
Oh,
and it's as iconic red shirt and white cape to boot.
God damn!
And
People
his-
keep
and
on
his-
giving Ken Akamatsu more money.
And his students still want his dick.
No.
Does
The sequel
Oh.
of Yukio
Oh,
Holder.
God. I forgot that
it's
that anime
sequel-
was so leechy. He gets power from them kissing him, right?
Yeah. Anyway, it's no, he's a lone wizard now. Anyway, a Yukio Holder is not a sequel in the sense that it's about Negima again. It's about a different boy, but existing in the same world as Negima. Negima just appears for an episode
Okay.
and appears in the manga. They say appears in the manga every now and then, but he's not too much involved in the plot. He just shows up for cameos.
Okay.
Wasn't there another anime with like
Same
kissing for power?
Yeah, there is.
Fate.
The-
Ayun, ah.
Is it Sekire?
Fate.
Rosario Vampire.
Rosario Vampire.
It's
It's
not
not the
Sekiri.
blood sucking.
Yeah.
I
It-
think you said about the nipple drinking.
No,
What
no,
was
no,
that?
no, no.
No, no,
I was
uh,
thinking about Sekire, where the guy has to kiss his
Oh yeah, right.
his
Sekiro,
girl
yeah,
so that they would power up. You're thinking about Seiko no
That's-
Quasar,
I-
where the guy
Yeah,
has
has
to
to
suck the soma from
It's-
these virgin girls' breasts
Yep.
so that he can grow
And
stronger.
Arnold was thinking about
This
Rosario
is just
Vampire,
an
while
excuse to be
the
perverted.
girl gets to suck on the guy's neck to get
No,
power.
that-
God damn, these
that
all
role-
dirty
Wait,
These all
wait,
are
wait.
leeches. These
the
are
shit
all-
we read.
That mechanic is also present in Fate. Eh. Parang weird. This is just an excuse to do the.
Authors are perverts.
And we're perverts for reading it as well.
No, we're perverts for enjoying it.
God damn, it's okay.
Well, fair. Wait, did you read that?
Dude, you suggested that to me. I finished that shit.
Oh God, I'm sorry. It's like me.
That fucking smut.
Yeah, it's much shit, man. Love it.
Please move on from this.
Ah,
Go back.
another anime that I watched.
It's like
Yes.
GE. It's like GE.
Hey, G is nice. G is
See, G is a bit mature. It's one of the most realistic harems portrayed in manga.
Yes.
Okay, sorry,
Next
Mark.
to
I
school.
just watched just
Oh,
because.
what about the teacher, the current one?
It's not yet done. So, yeah.
No,
What do you watch,
but is it
Mark?
realistic? I'm
I-
sorry.
I just watched just because I said I have no
Just-
comments last time I was
Just
here, right? So now I have watched the first 3 episodes.
I think you mentioned it.
But I have no comments on the first
Ah,
episode.
yeah, right.
Mm.
I've heard that just because had some animation problems from the director complaining in Twitter that he wasn't given much time because apparently this anime requires attention to detail of their gestures, trying to communicate subtly. But from what I can tell from this anime, it's a little too slow for me.
The pacing is too slow. What do you mean by too slow?
It's like nothing changed all that much since the first episode. eh.
Oh, it's like things develop slowly.
In the third episode, there's something that should happen that triggers the plot. Eh.
Oh, is it like one of those Dragon Ball Z's charging for 3 episodes?
Or is it a
It's,
slice of...
it's sort of slice
Maybe
of
it's a
life.
slice of life. Slice of lives are supposed to be slow.
Yeah, but this is just maybe it's wrong criticism. Pero I have to say I'll praise one thing about this anime that I've noticed because the side character. Normally, side characters in this type of anime is the side character is always ignored, doesn't
Or
really
blank
have an
face.
interest.
You
Blank
know what
face.
I'm saying?
Just the perverted best friend or something. But in this anime,
Yeah, the
she's
perverted best friend, the hothead girl best friend, something like that.
but in this anime, the best friend is actually more likable, significantly likable. Palang he's like his own harem, his own main character in his own specific anime. So I think at least I give the
And the main character is the best friend. The,
Sort of, yes.
the loner best friend that the main guy had. Oh.
yes.
And this anime is about him. God damn it.
Yes.
What is that? What is that? What is
And
that?
that's Pat.
It's super best friends wearing the Get
The
Smoked
Get
cap.
Smoked cap.
Oh,
I want that cap.
oh God.
Hey,
Go
let's-
on.
Oh, Pat's girlfriend is much taller. Than
Yes.
his
That's Pat's sister. Quote unquote.
Pat's
That-
sister.
Yes.
So I sort of wish something will happen in the
That's
next
what-
few
that's what the
episodes
screen- that's
because
what
they
the Twitch
introduce
chat
a new
says.
character.
Oh, did you watch the anime one of that thing where the
That thing.
That thing with the thing.
Inuyashiki?
and the animation.
no
that
with
was
the
produced
one
in
with
that year.
where
the art and the voices.
and the heroine is
the writing.
saying weird
Music.
stuff and the guy
shit.
confessed
Actually, I have
to
something
the
for anime.
class
Oh, wow.
president
Later for
and
anime.
she says perverted stuff all
Ah,
the time.
Shoujo Beach.
Yes, he knew. Yes, he knew.
They're on a different level.
Okay.
No, he said it before. I know he knows it.
My girlfriend is virgin.
Yes! You guys remember that shit? You guys remember that shit? You guys remember
Yeah, I
that
remember
shit?
that shit.
It got an anime adaptation. It just aired now.
Anime,
watch it.
anime or
I
OVA?
watched it.
Because those
Anime.
are-
Anime.
wow.
Did you watch it?
Yes. I mean,
Is it good? Is it bad? Does it do the manga justice?
I have not read the manga,
Oh god.
but I would say, it's kind of low energy for some reason.
Really,
Oh,
a
God.
show titled My Virgin is a
Surprisingly, yes. I wanted.
Oh wow.
Yun eh.
Really? Then it doesn't do the manga justice. That's all I have to
I
say.
expected the show to be funnier.
No, it's a 4 comma. I would expect why you would not find it funny.
There, I watched tawag dito, Nozaki-kun. No, Gekkan Shoujo Nozaki-kun. That was a 4 comma show, and I laughed at that show. I think this.
Yeah, it's like
adaptation-
Sento Kaya Kuindo mo. It's a 4 comma manga, but it did it well. But usually, there are a lot of 4 commas that doesn't pull it off.
It's difficult to do it.
Yeah,
I
it's
forgot
difficult
there
to
was a really good anime about these students in high school. This all female cast. It was a 4 comma. It became an anime. It's
do.
an old one.
Keyon!
Keon is.
Not- Not Keon. Keon is a 4 comma.
Yes,
Keon
yes,
is a
yes.
4 comma. Not Keon.
Jeez, man.
Not Keon. The girls are much chibi like.
I don't know.
They're middle school. Come back to me.
Yun.
Shinryaku Ikamusu?
Lucky Star.
Yeah, I think Lucky Star. Or...
Oh wait, that was correct.
No,
Oh, wait, that was
Lucky
correct.
Star, not Lucky Star. Okay.
God, that intro,
So,
I hated
Arnold,
it.
what about your anime?
I forgot
Anime,
since I thought
cartoon
I thought this was like the next week, but we skipped like a week nga pala.
Yeah,
So I
you have 2
finished
weeks.
Neo Yokio.
Oh god.
Oh,
You
God.
actually powered through it.
I can't believe it.
Toblerone.
Give us a run through.
No, I think you mentioned it in the last podcast, remember?
No, he mentioned proceeding.
Yeah, he
No,
didn't
he
mention-
mentioned finishing it. That's
No,
why
he hasn't.
in his
I haven't-
recommended, you have finished Neo Yokio. Would you be interested in watching No
he
Game No
finished
Life?
it last week.
I finished
we didn't
it,
have a
like,
podcast
last week. I wasn't the one who, and I've already watched No Game No Life.
Oh, what?
Yeah, but it showed up on your Netflix again, right?
Yeah, I
I'm
think
weirded
so.
out by that show. We did slowly fan service.
Yeah,
You
No
go-
Game
No
No
Game
Life.
No Life.
Tons of
Okay.
lollies
I thought
fan
you-
I thought
service.
No, not Neo Yokio. He's mentioning No Game No
Sexy
Life.
Toblerone.
It's weird out eh.
Can you give us what
Oh,
does
wait,
that
wait.
scene mean?
Okay.
It's now a meme.
He was trying to cheer someone up, so he gave someone the big
Big ass
Toblerone.
But that person doesn't
That's who-
deserve
who-
the
who hates
I'm
Toblerone?
already forgetting the name, but here's my short impression on the series. It is the biggest nothing I have ever watched.
I didn't need to watch episode 2 to realize that.
Like literally,
I watched episode 2 to give it a chance.
because
it
like,
didn't-
I remember mentioning that starting episode 3 it becomes watchable because I don't know, Jaden Smith got into it for some reason. So here are the sequence of events that happened. Why I'm saying it's the biggest nothing. First of all, he has this the blonde guy, his arch rival, right?
Yep.
Si-
Archangel, right?
Yeah,
That's his name.
Archangel or whatever. But the blonde guy.
Yeah,
I'm already forgetting the names. So like Arcangelo or something like
Yeah,
that.
Archangelo or something.
So he has the blonde guy, right? And they're always at each other's
I want to be the
throats.
top battle world.
Yes. And then some terrorist shit happens, like a la 9/11. Something happens, and then they become best friends. Kagad. Like, we gotta stick by together, or something like that. And Jaden Smith was like, what? What the fuck? I thought we were already enemies. So they become friends, right? And then it was revealed that one of Jaden's friends, oh yeah, and Charles, the robot, is not really a robot. There's a person driving inside the robot.
Jude Law. Sorry, sir. I
It
forgot
was,
that.
it was, and the reveal was so stupid. Like, there was this one episode wherein Charles was running out of batteries. That's his old stick for the whole episode. And then, like, at the end, sir, I have no more batteries, sir. And then he just dies. Out comes
The guy.
Lole. It's an old woman who comes outside of her. And then even Jaden Smith was like, "You're not a robot." And I'm like, "You didn't know?"
This is our show, motherfucker.
What the fuck is this? And then
That's good writing, man. That's good.
and so
Yeah,
yeah,
it's a good
anyway,
joke,
so
it's a good joke.
so back to the shit. Like terrorist happened. Terrorist is actually Jaden's friend, and then so they tried
One
to
of the black
smuggle.
guys? No.
No. The girl, the one
his
with
ex.
yeah, his ex.
Oh,
No, not
okay.
his ex. The eye patch girl, the one he tried to give.
Toblerone?
Yeah, the one he tried to give Toblerone. I forgot her name, man. But
Yeah.
Anyway,
it was her. So
Yeah.
he tried to smuggle out of her country, and then here comes this judge that's like borderline pedophile rapist. It's like, Jaden, what are you hiding there? Something like that. No, he really does that.
Okay, we
That's
believe you.
Igor with long hair.
Okay, we believe you. We
creepier.
believe you anyway.
Anyway, so they try to smuggle him with this race. Apparently, Neo Yokio has a race every year around every part. So they try to smuggle him out of nowhere, and then finally, there was this bit there where Arcangelo helps him, and then they finally smuggle him out, but he gets caught right by the judge, and then it was like, oh, and then, plot twist, the girl was inside Charles all along. So they smuggled the girl out of Charles, and then Jaden was the distraction, to go through the race or something like that. And then after that, nothing. Like it goes back to the first scene of the first episode, except here Jaden wasn't talking about the ex anymore. He was talking about the girl, the girl that just left.
Wow.
And that was it.
I'm so sad.
They
My
lost
best
up-
friend
they
left.
lost budget.
That
I'm
was it.
mourning the death of my robot.
That was it. Like
butler.
exact. Like remember the scene wherein there was the girl playing tennis, and then one of them throws the tennis and with that stupid sound effect. It happens as well there.
They just lost budget. They reused the scene.
And I'm like, what the fuck just happened?
I think the budget went to hiring Jaden Smith.
Like nothing
Jude Law.
happened.
And Jude Law.
Nothing of
Steve
significant
Buscemi.
note happened. Bullshit.
Well, I don't.
Maybe they're
I-
saving it for season 2.
Oh,
Please no.
I can't remember anything you just said.
oh my god.
Anyway, let's continue out of that nightmare. Anything else for the animation segment?
Not really watched, but I'm going to announce me and Johan recorded a BoJack cast,
Yeah.
which is about BoJack.
You guys gonna put that up?
How long
or-
is that? 30 minutes?
Maybe next week when we're not here.
Oh,
Okay.
that's a good plan.
Well, that's a good plan. Anyway, you
Oh
anything
my God.
more on animation, Ocho?
Not now.
Nothing.
Alright.
Okay. Moving on.
Movies, TV shows. Oh,
We're on to movies.
Games na tayo na.
No,
No,
movies
we'll
and
do
TV
it
shows.
live.
You don't have news?
Games are
No,
live.
I don't have news.
Oh my god.
That's why I let you guys keep going because I don't have news for anime.
For anything?
for anime?
I didn't find anything.
For anything? Even on games?
No, for anime, man.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
I can't find any news for
That
anime.
we
or
could talk
cartoons,
about.
Yeah.
Alright, enough. Yeah.
Well, you want news on
Anime? Sure.
anime? I think it was already mentioned before.
But that's not news.
But
No,
just in case.
anyway, season 2 of One Punch Man. You guys already
Yeah,
know
they
that?
changed. But
That's
we
not
talked
Madhouse,
about it,
Ch-
Ah,
different
oh yeah,
production
we did.
house.
Have we?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep, it's not Madhouse anymore. It's something else.
It's Happy.
Happy Gilmore.
No.
Happy Man.
Adam Sandler as
Happy Madness of
One Punch Man.
Hey, Happy Gilmore's a good movie, man. It's the live action stuff.
Okay.
Let's get into some live action.
Oh yeah, also on animation, just quick shout out. Kubo and the Two Strings. If you haven't watched it, go watch it.
I haven't
It's a good
watched
show.
that.
I wanted to.
The
It's a
old
good show.
school claymation or stop motion one.
Yeah, it's stop motion. Even the outro song, it was a Beatles song, and they did a strings cover for it. It was good.
Okay.
Anyway,
Alright,
worth watching.
I'll keep my live action segment really brief. Still watching season 1 of Arrested Development. It's a very slow climb because I've been busy with FF. And as you guys may know, because we were watching it before we started, I'm just rewatching Eric Andre when I'm bored. That's it.
nothing new unless you guys want me to talk about me watching the latest Transformers movie.
Yeah, sure.
Really, the last night.
Yeah, how bad is it?
Is there anything worth talking
It's
about?
Mark Wahlberg.
It's Mark Wahlberg again. Take the last Transformers movie, do it again but with different scenes. The end. There you go. Weirdly enough, though,
Why do
Optimus Prime becomes evil.
Why?
Huh.
Why do you guys keep
Just
giving
like
money
the
to this
new
show?
Fast and Furious where Vin Diesel is evil.
No, he became evil because he went to the source where the Transformers were made, and
Yeah.
it was some robot chick, and turned Optimus evil to destroy Earth, which apparently Earth is the rival of what's the name of the
Jupiter.
well, no, what's the name? What's the name of their planet? The Transformers.
Megatron.
No, the
Cybertron.
Cybertron. The long rival of Cybertron is supposedly Earth, which is called Unicron. Fuck, right?
That's
Unicorn,
part of the
unicorn.
original lore.
I don't know.
I don't give a
I
fuck.
didn't follow.
I forgot
lore.
the.
Anyway, Transformers movies are it's
Explosions.
a descent, but a slow descent.
Well, then why do you? Keep
But it never
giving
rose
money?
up that much
Megan
in the beginning.
Fox or
Why do you keep
whatever.
giving it money?
Because they couldn't think of anything else to give that money to. Fucking, I don't know, man.
Loot
I just
boxes?
watched the movie.
Loot boxes, other
just-
movies.
I just watched the movie
Did you watch it alone or with your family?
with my family.
Oh, that'd be sad if you watched it alone.
With my family, not in the cinemas. We ripped it off the internet.
Oh, look at that, your life.
Yeah.
Then I'm glad you didn't give that shit money.
Anyway, and we also watched the latest Planet of the Apes movie. It was pretty good.
The rise of the beginning.
The rise of the dawn of the beginning of the end of the start of
Anyway,
the beginning.
the Planet of the Apes, the
The rise of the apes planet beginning dawn.
It's like the
Uh,
rise of the dawn of the Tomb Raider of the.
anyway,
James Franco.
anyway,
Awakening.
anyway, from James
Dash
Franco to the guy who played Commissioner Gordon,
Gary Oldman.
from
J. Jonah.
no, from James Franco to Gary Oldman, now to Tallahassee
Tommy
from
George
that
Harrison.
No, not that.
Woody Harrelson.
Well, Woody Harrelson.
Woody Harrelson, yeah.
George Harrison with
Anyway,
the wheels.
James Franco to Gary Oldman to Woody Harrelson. It's good.
Okay.
I have to say.
Did the apes win?
The apes still won. Of
Of
course.
course.
They need to
Now-
keep on winning until they become
Yeah.
the planet
Yeah,
of the apes.
because now it's gonna be the rise of the beginning of the victory of the.
Anyway,
Fuck.
You guys, is anyone of you planning to watch Blade Runner? No.
28 for
Not me.
no.
I wasn't really
I'm-
big into
Oh!
Blade Runner anyway.
Are we gonna schedule a fucking
No,
Thor.
Thor
No, not for me. I have another.
I'm
appointment.
okay.
For Thor.
for Thor? I don't know. We can watch
I
it on
don't
a
have
Friday
money.
or Saturday.
What do you spend it on? Stuff.
You
Shoot
spend it on cilantro tacos.
On guns.
Affection.
No, he
Ah.
wants to spend it on cilantro tacos.
But I can't. Anyway,
Don't you
yeah,
have a credit card?
this is a perfect time to shift into my live action shit. I haven't really done anything.
I don't know, if you
So
want-
that's
live,
hit me up.
live is live action.
Oh my god.
Yeah, if you want to watch Thor, just hit me up.
Yeah, go
Okay.
down. No, I actually rewatched Pacific Rim,
Oh,
and because of that,
How is
I,
the rimming?
it's
Rimming the
Pacific.
Pacific. Oh,
Pacific rimming.
Yeah.
oh my god. Yeah,
and,
good movie.
and it's some Asian chick.
good movie and shit. Oh my god, she's so hot. Mako.
The partner.
The
Yeah,
the girl from
partner.
the Wolverine.
Yes.
Am I racist or is that still her? I think that's still her.
It wasn't
That's
her, I think.
I think it's her.
The girl
You
there.
can't be
had red
racist because
hair.
you're also Asian, man.
A different
We
flavor.
can't be racist to our race.
Can't be racist towards your own race.
Anyway,
Yeah.
same actors or not?
I think that's the same actress.
Yeah, so Pacific Rim, right? So yeah,
Yeah.
Good movie, but because of that, I have some opinion now on the Pacific Rim 2 Uprising, and oh god, that's completely missing the mark on what made the first Pacific Rim good.
One is the robots have a sense of mass. The robots move so slowly, like you know the weight of every punch.
Yeah.
But in the trailer, they're like
Transformers.
Transformers.
They're like
They're moving,
Gundams.
they're
No,
fast.
I would call it like remember I remember mentioning last time that the reason why I like Pacific Rim was because it's the Western style robot. It's not like mechas, wherein it's like Gundam, you know,
Yeah.
with rocket powered boots and tumbling all over. Here it becomes a bit of that in Uprising. I mean, It becomes a bit of that. Every robot there moves. It's too cool. It's too cool for their own good. Meanwhile, in the Pacific Rim, because of the fact that there are so few robots and the kaijus are getting powerful, it feels like what you just
There's
said.
consequences.
It feels like there's weight. It feels like
There's something at stake.
yeah.
The world is at stake.
Plus, it feels the Jaegers themselves. It feels like they're fucking massive giant beasts. that
Yeah,
don't-
they're made from scrap.
Yeah, and I don't know. It just it became too anime for me. Is what I'm saying in Uprising.
And it's not Del Toro anymore, right?
It's not.
It's not.
No,
It's not.
yeah,
It's
it's
a
not
different-
That's the reason why. Okay.
it's a different director, different.
Yeah.
special effects.
So I'm still hopeful. I mean, it's still at the end of the day, it's still robots.
It's still robots. It's still mecha. I'm still gonna watch it. I'm still gonna come.
Yeah,
You know,
yeah,
it might not be a 12 on 10 anymore, but it's still probably gonna be a 9.
yeah. But
Yeah,
Really?
I'm still gonna masturbate to it.
just saying it. I see now.
I
why
didn't-
people
I
are
didn't like-
disappointed.
Pacific Rim that much. I give it a 7.5.
Well, I'm
I mean, it's
I'm
stupid.
a fucking mecha.
I mean,
man,
it's
so.
it's stupid fun, but I have no opinions because I haven't
I
watched it.
masturbate to mecha shit. So
Yeah, you see, you guys are calling it stupid fun, but the thing about
I'm not saying
Pacific
stupid
Rim-
fun. I just
No.
didn't find.
he said. Pacific Rim is actually stupid fun, but it takes itself so
yeah,
seriously.
it's actually a serious plot.
Yeah, it takes itself so seriously, but
It's
in
a doom.
here-
It's a doomsday movie
Yeah,
with
it is.
robots
It's
and
robots,
kaijus. Okay.
yeah.
Giant robots.
But in
yeah.
Uprising, it's like John Boyega. Whoa, yeah, killing, cool,
Ah.
hyper combo, something like that.
The second movie is
I'ma
already
whip
released.
out my awesome sword.
Is the
Yeah.
second movie already released?
No,
No,
Trailer,
just-
man.
Just a trailer. Just a trailer.
So,
Okay.
yeah, so that was me.
Any more
Before
live
we-
action shit?
Before we wait, no one has live action shit. Because that's a perfect segue, actually. Did you guys see the mecha fight of the century?
Yeah,
Megabot versus what's his name?
Sudobayashi.
Tsunobayashi.
I don't know what that
The
is.
American robot versus the Japanese robot.
Yeah,
it was
yeah.
hyped up for 2 years or
Yeah,
something.
yeah, yeah.
What happened?
What is this?
God, it's train wreck.
It's so stupid. Yeah. Actually, the fight, the background here was I forgot.
How big are the robots?
Pretty big.
Yeah, very big.
Let's
Like
say
2 people tall.
Almost a story.
Yeah.
Or half a story.
So
maybe.
10 feet.
It is really big. Like,
Yeah,
it's
okay.
building
Pilotable,
size
dude.
build.
It's pilotable.
Oh,
Yeah, you have to climb towards
Yeah.
it to get inside. But anyway, the story
I didn't
here.
even know that this was marketed for 2 years.
I think it's.
Well,
I think it's 2 years. Or maybe 1 year.
Marketing time aside, what happened?
Yeah, the story basically Americans fucking cheated. But the story here is that Kuratas, the robot from Sudobayashi, whatever, they created a robot, and America was like, "You have a giant robot,
We have a giant robot. Oh, Japan's robot is slick and it can move fast.
Yeah.
And American's robot is big and clunky and the powerhouse. You know, stereotype.
Yeah, but this is but fucking bullshit. The thing that I hated there was like they actually created another robot designed for meleeing, and I'm like, that's fucking cheating. That's fucking cheating.
What do you mean designed for meleeing? Why is it cheating?
Because the first robot that they challenged Sudobayashi with was using cannons.
Shooting fight.
Yeah, and then they saw like Sudobayashi uses melee. That was the staple. Like, we'll go with your challenge if it's only melee.
Mhm.
Which didn't happen because like during the fight they fired off shots.
Yeah, it's so bad.
It's bullshit.
So bad.
Oh, so they changed the rules as they went along. The
Yeah,
Americans changed.
So
the
it's a
rules.
train wreck in a sense that
Yeah.
it favored the Americans.
Not that. That's not why it's a train. It's a train
Yeah.
because it's so bad.
It is bad.
What do you
It
mean
was
it's so
hyped
bad?
up for so long.
What do you mean
The
it's so bad?
payoff is.
Yeah.
What do you mean it's so bad?
You're expecting battle bots. What you're getting is poorly scripted WWE.
With
Whoa!
robots?
Yeah, it's scripted.
Whoa, it's that bad?
Yeah.
God.
The only scene I like was the first punch.
Ah.
In my there was like a running start and then like boom, one punch. Sudobayashi wins. But then they brought out the big ass robots. Bullshit.
Anyway, next thing.
Oh, yeah. then we
WWE robots?
I guess technically we could count that as news. Before we move on to the actual news that I
Mhm.
put
You prepared?
here,
Yep.
I saw that Kurt Angle's going back into the ring.
Oh yeah.
I
Meningitis is a bitch.
Oh,
he
and
has
also-
meningitis?
And also,
No, Roman Reigns.
Oh, Roman Reigns is meningitis.
remember how I'm watching TV again
Yes.
I flipped it over to a channel because I was watching Troy. It was Kicks, and the next show was Lucha Underground Season 1, and I watched
Hey.
it, and I was like, God, it's not for me. I'm sorry. I'm sorry,
Oh,
Arnold.
man, fuck you.
I'm sorry, Arnold.
And didn't you see
I'm
the magical
sorry, Rowy.
medallions and all that bullshit?
Although it is more for me, it is more interesting
Yeah,
than
you
WWE,
probably like it more than WWE. Or
but it's wrestling.
It's still
man.
wrestling.
I'm
So if
sorry.
you don't
dude,
like
it's,
wrestling,
it's technically anime.
I know their
I-
backstory and their flips is bullshit. It was awesome, but I don't know,
Did
man.
you see the dragon?
No,
Oh, you didn't see the dragon.
I'm sorry, man.
I will not give context.
dragon.
That's the only way to talk about Lucha Underground. Don't give context.
Anyway, the Punisher
Alright,
Netflix release date
let's
confirmed.
move
the
on.
new
So
trailer.
there was another Punisher trailer today, well, yesterday, and they finally showed the release date. It's November 17th.
okay.
Oh, it's pretty near.
Yeah.
What are the new shows for October on Netflix? Do you guys
I'm
You guys
not
have a
sure.
list
Maybe
for that?
Ask
What?
her.
Sorry?
Man knows
a list of the new Netflix shows on for the month of October? Because I only know Gerald's
I
Game.
don't know, man. I'm not up to date with that shit.
You
I'm
only-
only watching my House of Cards.
I thought BoJack. Oh, where are you in House of Cards? We're on the.
I still haven't started.
Okay.
Nice.
Damn it.
I'm gonna start season.
Redact, I am gonna watch House of Cards. Alright, so yeah, November 17. There's really not much
Mhm.
to say. It's just we know what to expect as Punisher.
Yeah.
Okay, nice.
Right.
I like the fact that Karen is in this.
Yeah, because
Karen is best girl.
and starting with what do you call that? With Daredevil 2,
Mhm.
they were giving Frank and Karen like a dynamic.
Yep.
And this would it make sense for Karen to maybe leave the Daredevil spot because the three of us watched
Mhm.
Defenders, right?
I've only watched Daredevil.
Oh, you haven't watched.
Oh.
No, I haven't,
okay.
but
No,
Alright.
we can't talk
Yeah,
about
but-
it.
but you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah,
the,
yeah,
the
yeah.
ending of
Of Defenders.
Defenders. It makes sense for Karen. Anyway, yeah, that's it. You should watch Defenders.
Okay.
Okay.
The release
Make
date.
content, man.
I'm still going through season 2.
All right.
Here we go.
Yeah, season 2 is crucial. And last bit of news for live action. This could technically be gaming and anime as well.
Sure.
So it's a good
I
segue.
saw that
It's a
trailer.
good segue
Fuck.
to gaming.
That's weird,
Sure.
man.
Yeah. So an aspiring YouTuber cosplayed as Pikachu and rushed the White House fence.
Keyword aspiring YouTuber.
Yes, aspiring.
He's not even a YouTuber.
Yes.
Why did he have to cosplay as Pikachu and why did he rush White House?
Oh god.
Oh,
And gets arrested. Of course, you would get arrested for that.
I don't know. They didn't have any footage of him like succeeding or actually getting near like any walls of the White House.
Mhm.
But
Of
it's-
course, you wouldn't.
yeah. It says here.
Did he
because
get-
Trump
did-
is in there?
Did he get shot?
No, he didn't.
Oh god.
But
He got tackled to the ground. I
yeah,
assume.
when he decided to do this, Trump was in the White House, so extra security,
we
of
could
course.
expect tweets on that bullshit.
Yeah. And it says here, the real kicker here is the motivation behind the whole thing, as noted in the documents. After being apprehended, Combs told Secret Service agents that he had planned to film his jump for YouTube fame. So,
It was
yeah,
all
do it
it
for
was a
do
prank,
it,
bro.
Do it for the YouTube or something.
It was for the views.
It was for the views. It was for the people. For the Pikachu. No details on why Pikachu.
Hmm.
Didn't see Pikachu, so I don't know, man. It's fuck for the fans. Aspiring YouTuber
Okay.
Pikachu.
Oh yeah, buy Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon out now.
Okay.
It was all a marketing.
Nintendo, if you're watching,
That's free.
it's free. That's a free advertisement right there. Just, you know,
Before it got back to the ground.
Okay.
yeah, just put the
Out
banner.
now.
God, yeah, click here to order on Amazon.
Oh god.
Put the code.
This monetized
Geeks
video.
or something.
This guy didn't go to jail for nothing.
All right.
He went because
So
of a
did
dream.
anyone buy Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon?
It-
Oh,
It's out?
Yes,
speaking.
and I know it's out.
I have no plans.
Speaking of games,
Then what do you plan to do
Speaking
in the
of
gaming
games,
world?
Yeah, speaking
how
of games,
is
who wants to
your
start?
games, guys?
No, yeah. Who? Mark, what did you play?
Wait, please. Okay, here's the thing. Okay, context.
I'm gonna just go get
It's
some water.
context. It's replay.
I'm
Wait.
just go get some
Replay
water because I couldn't contribute
It's a game
anything
that
here.
was released around 2004.
Wait,
Yeah,
early
so it's-
2000s.
What's
It's pretty
shift
old.
your head to the right a bit?
Yeah,
Yeah, that's it.
They
A
could see
forward,
your face.
A forward.
No.
Look at this.
No. Okay, anyways, this game was released around 2004, 2006. Okay, people actually banned this game for
Yeah.
sexual abuse, right?
Hmm?
But after playing the game,
How long did you play this game?
I completed the game for.
You didn't use cheats.
I didn't use
This
cheats.
is the one with the three,
I
right?
didn't use cheats.
The one with
Yes,
the one with
you
the
guys
chain.
introduced it to me at some point.
No, we know it exists.
Then you
we know
introduced
it
me. I
exists.
remember that. That's why I knew of this game.
I didn't give you.
I-
didn't give
I
you.
remember Arnold playing
Where
it at
did you
Rowy.
get-
I don't. I remember that day.
I don't know.
Where did you get your copy?
Redacted.
Where did you get your copy?
Anyways,
It's
Jojo,
I
let's
can't
just keep this
say-
about
okay.
you.
No.
It's not from any of us.
I knew it's
your
gonna be like
segment.
you guys. Okay. Anyways, after playing the game, after breaking every girl,
After breaking it.
the point of the game is to break the girl.
Yes.
Okay.
Let's just keep it there. We understand.
Okay.
Okay.
The game is not that dark compared to other things coming from Japan. It's really not. It's basic rape game. It's a basic rape game. There's no NTR. There's no cocking. There's no fecal matter. There's no.
God. Okay.
It's too. It's kind of your basic
it's
doujin.
too vanilla for rape.
But you
You know what I'm saying?
You do know why it got banned because it's a game about rape.
Yeah, but there are also games about killing people, and they don't get banned. It's kind of ridiculous for
They do get banned. Some of them.
Some countries, Postal got banned.
some, but not all. But it's more socially accepted for games about killing people to be played, right?
Like
Why
Call of
is-
Duty.
Yeah, Call of Duty. You're killing people for fun, and why is this game about sexual
Because
abuse?
Nazis are evil and they
Yeah,
deserve to
because
die.
some games
Games are about killing innocent people. What's that game? GTA 5. You can actually.
some games get away with it because they have a story, they have characters. I don't think the developer could put a reason.
So story
why
is
this-
all the reason for this game for being banned. That's the
Because your
irrelevant to it.
objective is to rape people. While in GTA, you can kill innocent people, but you're frowned upon at killing
Yeah.
innocent people. You
That's
get
why-
arrested.
It's still no that reason
Yeah, you
for
can
it.
get arrested in GTA.
Yeah, we're talking about this like adults.
Yeah.
Why do some games get banned? Why are some games
In this game, you actually can get killed at some point.
Yeah, but the focus of the game is for you to rape every son of a bitch.
Yeah, that's the goal.
That's the goal. That's why it got banned.
That's no reason to ban the game for such a.
Sometimes they don't ban
Reason.
games; they ban sections of
It's
games.
against freedom.
The anal rape scene in South Park got banned in some countries because there was no reason for that scene.
Still,
It was just
people should be
insane.
given.
We're getting too technical here, but the basic answer is it depends on
Anyways.
the country.
Anyways, even with that, all that said, even it's about ban, okay,
Mhm.
it's not the worst thing coming from Japan. There's much worse.
Yeah, but they're not
You've
that.
been there?
Yeah, but they're not that famous.
Yeah, they're not like mainstream media,
Yeah.
like
Worthy.
video game.
Anyway, yeah.
Yeah, and the reason why they don't break into mainstream is because they're too dark.
And I don't know. It just
Unlike rape play,
yeah,
which
it-
is too vanilla
No, I
rape.
mean,
Vanilla.
It just feels like you're saying, "Oh, this is normal rape. That's normal shit. There's darker." Like rape in itself
Rape is still
is
rape.
dark.
Mhm.
Rape is still rape.
Have you
I-
been raped?
Yes.
Ocho?
I know.
Have you been raped, Ochoa?
I know you can handle deeper, but you just need to remember rape in
Basta-
itself is
my
already
stance is we
down
have
there.
games about killing people, and I seen it no different from here. Even regardless of the plots surrounding or the reasons for killing people, without killing bad people is almost the same as killing off good people, in my opinion.
For me, in terms of, for example, designing games or creating stories for games, if your main objective is rape or if your main
Plus, there's
objective
a lot
is
of
murder,
porn, actual porn legal in the States about fake rape, right?
Yeah,
So
but,
what's the difference here?
but you know it's scripted.
So what? It's just a game. It's also scripted in a certain point of view.
Why are you so pissed about a 2004
Wala lang.
game?
Anyways,
2004
Okay,
game.
He wants rape to be
being
accepted.
back, okay, I don't, okay.
We have moved on
Okay,
sometimes. Actually,
caution. Warning. I don't like rape. Okay, I don't like rape. Okay, I don't. I.
10
Okay.
minutes into this
Okay.
debate.
I'd like to
But-
rewind into this is vanilla shit.
Anyways, these
But the good
these
thing-
are just
oh,
games
shit.
that no one is getting hurt. Okay, that's my point of
But the
view.
good thing,
Point of view.
I'm agreeing with you. The good thing is that was back in 2004. Now you go to Steam and you get House Party and Galgun
Double piece.
double piece.
Yes.
So we've
Society
moved-
is moving.
Moving. It's still fucking rape, but at least they're not.
It's just a game, okay, guys. Okay, don't ban.
Yes, so
Okay, anyways, back to the game. I have criticism. I have criticisms for the game, okay, itself. It's
Okay.
kind of
Okay, I can't fix the camera. We're just gonna.
I mean, the problem with
Rape
Rape
move,
is that the goals, it has bad UI. It's like you're
It's an old game, man.
yeah, but
it's
they're
hard
so
to
basic.
judge.
No, it's very basic. For example, your aim is to break the girl, right? And there are certain
Sure,
objectives.
let's say that.
Okay, you have like shame, you have explosive play, you have anal and shit. But there is no instructions in the game to or know how to break the girl or to get these achievements.
But you're smart, you can figure it out.
No, there's no way. Even if you're smart, there's no way but to try every. Yan eh. So I have to go to
A smart
walkthroughs.
person would try everything.
No, that's bad. That's bad game design. Eh,
I
diba?
know it's bad game design,
It's
but
bad game design.
it's bad
Well,
game
It was
a
not
porn-
meant to be a game.
It's a porn game. So.
a
It's
porn
still a
game.
game. It should be respected as an art form. Okay?
No,
People
it's-
should respect games.
game designed for you to jack off.
Yes, and they should be given a higher standards. Okay?
Okay, wait.
We should be respecting games as an art form, whether it's porn or not. Okay? That's my stance.
The main objective of this game is for people to be stimulated
Yes.
and
it's
for them
ba-
the main the
No,
not
Char,
purpose
people make bad games.
and they should make it better, in my opinion. There are many ways to make good porn.
But
Okay?
they
There's
didn't
such
want
thing.
to.
Yeah, their
But
main
they
objective
don't
Yes,
want
and
to.
that's why we should call it on quality. We should call it a shit. In the
Yeah.
bad parts.
It's
exactly.
a game.
It's a
It's
shit
a-
game.
There's
We're
good
agreeing
points.
with you.
There's
It's a
good
shit
points.
game, but it's passable jack off material. That's why it got made.
The good point about this game is you have options of going one to 1v1. You get one v2. Sometimes you get 1v3. I think that's good variety.
Mhm.
You can have
Okay,
two
okay.
girls, 3 girls, 1 girl. That's I'll give that points for that. It's a good innovation. Because
Well-
I read that's the first one in their lineup.
Okay.
So, yan.
Mhm.
So that's good eh.
Anyway, there.
And there's attention to detail to how slowly the girl breaks and how they react. Studying Japanese, I can now sort of understand what they're saying, which is good shit. It's good studying. Yeah. Studying Japanese pays off eh.
I'm just taking a video for my own personal
Okay. Anyway,
appeasement.
I'm just gonna say this. Shit exists everywhere, porn or not, games or not,
And we should pick them
anime
to a
or
high
hentai or
order.
not. The thing is, you found shit. We're sorry that you
That-
found shit,
The-
but you found shit.
You found
There's-
2004 shit.
The problem is it's so easily fixed. It can be easily
Yes,
fixed.
but-
Just adding instructions or
Well-
something, clues or easy.
Ever played Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde? It's
It's an old game.
an old game.
Times
And
have changed. In
Okay,
terms of
maybe-
UI,
okay.
in terms
the,
of
the thing was, the game
Was
was
bad.
dated for its
Are
time.
games that way in 2004 and 6? That no
Not
instructions.
all,
no.
but
There are
games
still
with that
some.
goal in mind don't care about it being good. They just want it to look good.
Yes.
yeah, they're not going for awards.
Ah.
They're not going.
Surprise.
They're not going for AAA
I
recognition.
think this
We
game,
plan to sell this shit with sex.
There are
and we
a
have
lot
done
of
that.
there are a lot of games even now that still have shit UIs.
Yes.
I think
Have you seen Steve
I
Greenlight?
discussed this with my
Mhm.
classmate in my animation.
yeah.
Yeah. I think
You guys talk about rape play?
yes, right in front of the teacher. Anyways,
That's why you have no shame.
Okay.
hindi, it's animation. It's part of it. Eh.
Mhm.
Skin sa teacher ko eh.
Okay.
So
Ah,
anyways.
sure. My animation assignment is about rape play.
Mhm.
So anyways,
Okay.
my
Seriously,
friend,
I play this for education.
my friend commented that the girls are based on Dead or Alive or something. The girl,
I don't know.
The skeletons, the
I don't know, man.
So yun, fun fact lang dun.
Anyway,
Ano pa kaya?
can we move on from replay, please?
Please.
Another
Better Japanese game like Breath of the Wild.
Yeah, I played that for
exactly.
2 days. I need to.
Or
I
Cuphead.
thought about.
Cuphead, please.
Game with good animation.
Arnold, go Cuphead, please.
All I'm saying, this is quality content right here,
They
boys.
should have. Okay, another point of problem is the intercourse.
Oh my god.
Okay,
Just when I stopped recording on show.
okay,
Giving her
okay.
more
When
gold.
they try to have sex, right? The penis is just flopping around there for a shit reason. They didn't try to have it insert and the vagina moving or something. It's immersion breaking. It's bullshit.
Okay, so
It's a 2004-year-old game.
We're gonna move on from this, Ochoa. You have to throw your glasses for us to move on.
No.
So it's still a good game if you don't throw it.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's still a good
Well,
game.
it still does its job. I
Okay,
think.
at least
Did you jack off?
Yes, for 2 days, man.
why did you ask that? Why did
Pero,
you ask that?
Why did you answer, God?
man,
Do you regret your question? Do you regret your question?
come on. Guys, be mature. Okay, people jack off. Okay, it's
It's not every day you get someone to say yes, I jacked off to replay on a podcast.
there's nothing wrong with jacking off. Rape is bad, okay? Rape is bad.
Jacked off to
Exactly.
It's digital.
It's the
Nobody
really
is getting
fake
hurt, so it's okay.
Only your soul.
Yes, it's my soul it's getting hurt, so none of yours. Okay, so
Yeah.
it's okay. It's like
Yeah.
drinking your
Yeah.
alcohol or drink.
Yeah.
or,
We
okay.
acknowledge
agree,
that.
we
We agree that it's okay, but
Can you please?
will you be okay at us laughing at it
Okay,
though?
one last
Alright, finish it up. Finish up your shit.
Just let it go.
I wish they had added. They shouldn't have killed the husband. In the beginning, the game that starts with with the wife being a widow. I wanted the husband to be alive.
For some NTR shit.
Yes,
man.
NTR. That's the missing part. That's the one thing that I expected for this type of games, and they didn't. It's pretty easy. They could have just tied up the husband right in front of the girl. Tas, yun.
And they wanted to go full on just rape. No NTR, rape play. Boom. I'm gonna answer it with that. Let's move on.
Okay.
Cuphead, please.
Okay, it's over.
Cuphead. Start with Cuphead.
How's Cuphead, man?
How's
How's
Cuphead?
Cuphead?
This is quality shit right here.
Speaking of good animation,
I've seen
let's talk
gameplay-
about good animation. Let's
good
talk
gameplay.
and good gameplay. I've seen Cuphead. Looks dope as shit.
Wait,
Have you played it on
I
Expert?
think I have to delete the game later.
Yeah, sure.
Sure.
to get the cups.
So 2 cups out of 2
How
cups
good is
out of
Cuphead?
these.
Okay. So Cuphead, it is 2D Dark Souls.
Mhm.
Is what I'm gonna say. It's not Contra. It's not anything like that. It is 2D Dark Souls. It is boss
Really,
rush.
it kind of reminded me of Silhouette Mirage.
Mm.
There's no levels, right? Only boss
There are
fights?
some levels.
Or some.
There are some levels, and actually, I hate the levels more than the boss fights because you only go through the levels because they're the only ones that can give you coin, and coin is used to buy new
Upgrades,
weapons and shit
okay.
like that. And yeah,
But
you know,
I heard the upgrades were double-edged swords, like more range, more power, but less range, or something like that.
There is a weapon there who has like the lowest damage, but homing. It's homing.
Mm.
So you have to choose, and I forgot to buy that, and you really need that for one of the boss, the 2 frogs.
Mhm.
So yeah, what's said has already been said about the design. It is so good. It is hand drawn.
Yeah, everything's hand drawn, right?
Yeah, everything's hand drawn, but
How long did they take this game to make? 3 years?
yeah. No.
More than.
Yeah,
More than?
even
More
more than.
than.
This was known for a long time ago.
It's like 5 years.
It's almost
Yeah.
like just like the Last Guardian.
Oh.
I think 6 years in a sense that the first year was just to get the idea out there, and the next 5 years is development.
Come on, please give us the money.
Yeah,
Give us
Wooly
the money.
mentioned it in the latest Best Friend cast. Was like it is 24 FPS animation in 60 frames. So just imagine how smooth that looks. And anyway, so about the difficulty, it is like Shovel Knight in a sense, or even Mega Man in a sense, wherein it's difficult, but it's merciful. Like it is difficult, but the only reason you're losing is because of your own skill. It is not like Dark Souls, wherein because of the 3D plane, you can. There are times where you can get cheap shot from outside the camera. You know, like
Yeah.
that rolling ball of bones.
Yeah.
Shit like that. So here, no, because it's 2D, you can kind of see everything, and again, like Mega Man, they telegraph everything that's new before you.
Yeah, there's always a tell.
Yeah,
Something
you can always-
big.
It's good game design.
Yeah, it is. It is.
You watched that episode of Mega Man X?
Sequelitis.
Sequelitis?
Yeah,
Exactly that.
Exactly that.
So yeah,
Mega
it,
Man,
it
Mega
is a
Man.
good game, and again, I'm not really a fan of Dark Souls. So what I'm going through with this is how I am going through with this is I take one night and I just finish one level every night. Because after that, it takes me like 1 to 2 hours to beat a level that takes like 2 minutes if you know what to do.
Oh.
So, fuck man.
So the boss
Anyway,
runs are really hard.
If you have the time, try to search it on YouTube. The game I compared it to, Silhouette Mirage.
Yeah.
It's an old PS1 game, and it's the first thing I remembered when I saw the Cuphead gameplays.
How many bosses have you beat so far?
I'm
Around-
still in the first world so pero
Around
I think
4?
I've got like around 5.
Okay.
How is the co-op? Does it make it
Oh,
harder?
okay,
Is it,
okay.
Does it scale?
Yeah, I don't know because like I posted a picture of bringing it to the office, right?
Yeah, I saw that.
That's when I first figured out like it is hard, but it's not really that hard because I think I think it won't be that hard for us because we played games for a long time and
Oh shit! It makes perfect sense that you saying that.
yeah.
I can also compare it to me and my brother playing Time Crisis in the arcade.
yeah.
Whenever we play Time Crisis in the arcade, both of us, we always, we can always compare the difficulty of the game with the both of us playing with each other. But with us playing Time Crisis with different people, we suddenly ask ourselves, weirdly enough, this game is kind of harder when we play it with other people, and then we suddenly realize it's just that other people suck more than we do to each other. And maybe that's what you're saying.
Or
Right.
is the person you're playing with not a gamer?
Yeah, because like
Office
well,
mates.
Yeah.
office mates and
They suck.
my girlfriend. Anyway,
So,
yeah.
toss in that card.
Anyway, so like yeah, so I think if we're gonna play with each other,
It's gonna be easier.
with each other.
look at that.
I think it's gonna be like a bit easier because we've all had experiences with 2D platformers, or at least platformers in general. Mega Man, Ratchet and Clank, and stuff like that. So you can kind of get pattern recognition.
Dead
is very
cells.
yeah, pattern recognition is very important
Yeah.
here because even like in the run and gun modes, which is like the platforming modes, again, even the enemies have all patterns like that, and I find myself we were fighting the blue blob, me and my
The
girl.
one in your stream?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
The one that looks like a bomb that just jumps.
Yeah, we were fighting it. Me and my girl, we were fighting it, and then on her save, and then I remember telling her was like, actually, medyo naiinis na ako because we kept dying, man.
Non-gamer girlfriend can't keep up.
We kept it's part of the transformation.
Okay.
Anyway, so
Really?
Hey,
Her
hey.
intro is Cuphead.
I know,
That's fucking sadistic.
I know,
man.
we haven't finished the level. It is harder with co-op.
I
Not
thought you
because-
were gonna go with fucking the thing with the.
Persona.
No, I thought he was gonna
Animal
introduce
Crossing?
Animal Crossing.
Yeah, she's still playing. Anyway, so it is not harder. I believe. I don't think it's harder because unlike Borderlands, where it
Scales.
it scales. I don't think it scales, but it gets
Oh.
harder because
You fight for the same platform. The space is
yeah,
smaller because there's two of you.
that too. And actually, no, you don't.
You can
can't-
overlap. You don't
Yeah,
bump
yeah.
into
Oh,
each
okay.
other.
You can occupy the same space, but
Okay.
I think it gets harder because yeah. So we were fighting the blue blob, and then I told her it's like.
I think
Don't-
it scales with only the life of the enemy.
I don't think so because we kept pacing through the normal.
Mm.
Anyway, so we were fighting the blue blob, and then I remember telling her is like, don't just walk around. Don't think that it's just jumping around because it's jumping around. It's
Keep
jumping
shooting.
around
Keep
because
shooting. Keep shooting.
Yeah, that too. But no, the blob actually aims for you. So it doesn't just jump around in a pattern. It tries to put where you were, jumps towards you. That's why you try to dodge while it's still in the air. So it's still in the same trajectory. You try to move around while it's still on the ground, it will try to aim for you. And it does this bullshit thing where sometimes it doesn't jump straight at you. It jumps back, bounces off the wall, and so it's kind of hard to predict. Yeah. So that's why.
Can't you change the difficulty in Cuphead?
I know there's a simple version.
Yeah.
But what I know with the simple version is they take out some of the phases of the bosses.
Yeah.
And I think you can't finish the game with simple mode.
Yeah, you have to play it in regular mode because that's how you get the contract or the list. You finish the list. But anyway, so because of the game using your precision, it gets harder with 2 because it doesn't give any indication on which person it's aiming at.
Oh, so you both need to be on top of your game.
You both need to communicate, and at the same time, you both need to not care about the other person. You have to look out for yourself because it's hard. Because again,
you're reviving your other person.
Can you revive?
Yeah, you get to revive, but you get only revive up to 1 life. The whole game you play with 3 lives. You can play with 4 lives, but your damage gets slow. There's an item that gives you an extra life, but your damage
glass
output is
cannon
low.
mode or something.
Yeah, or something like that. So it's hard to do that, especially in the run and gun parts, because in boss battles it's okay, it's only 1 person, but in run and guns everyone's trying to go at you.
That's why a section looks like Ikaruga, where there are a lot of bullets, a lot of trajectories.
That's why how we're progressing. Me in the office, I wait for them to die and I just finish it. And I just finish it alone. It's like that's way easier.
It's easier.
No more dead weight.
No more fucking dead weight. But with a co-op, you get again the revive.
And
shit.
and you get another damage in front of the other person.
Another damage. So yeah, it's a good game. Fucking good game. Goes to show when your gameplay is good. It doesn't matter. Everything else doesn't.
It doesn't matter if it's really that hard. It's just another incentive for you to get good.
Yeah, I never really had a problem.
But when you play with scrubs, hey.
I never really have a problem with hard games. It's just that I don't like being cheap shotted. Again, this is like. It scratches that what they call the Dark Soul itch. Like I can do it. One more game.
Yeah, it's getting through a challenge, getting through an obstacle.
Yeah. It's that thing, and some people don't like that.
Yeah.
Some people are.
Some people just want to see the world. Some people want to experience.
Speaking of
just having
surprisingly bad games, you wouldn't know this, but this
Zelda.
This iteration of Zelda is one of the hardest games out there.
Oh, I thought you were saying it's the worst.
Hardest. It's one of the best. And it's
Okay, I thought you were gonna say
also
the
one of
worst.
the hardest because. I've been
so open
more
world.
than 25 hours in Zelda now. It is really open world wherein as soon as you get revived, so you revive with 3 hearts. You start playing with 3 hearts. You can try and finish the final boss.
You can go to Ganon's.
You can go Ganon
castle,
straight,
right? Yeah.
and it doesn't hold your hands, give you any direction. You're free to roam the entire map, entire
can you
world.
beat Ganon without the additional items?
Yes,
Probably can. I'm
Yes.
pretty sure people have already
Yeah,
done
I'm
people
it.
have
pretty
already
sure
done it.
someone has done it.
Speedruns, man.
Yep.
Not just
These
speedruns.
people exist.
Challenge.
And the way for you to get good, aside from the hearts, is your items. Because the weapons you have,
I remember
It's-
someone finished Mega Man without
it's-
getting anything.
yeah, it's
without using any extra weapons.
yeah, it's the only way for you to increase your damage. Because, for example, on the Great Plateau, your starting area, you can get one-shotted by enemies there.
Nah.
I've died more times at the first parts of the game than now, where I'm at the last part of the game. I have I have one of the end game items, but I've only just finished 1 dungeon. This is how open world it is.
Hermie has gotten the Master Sword.
Actually, not the Master Sword, but one of the mid to end game items. Because
But I thought you got the Master Sword.
no, you have to get the Master Sword. You need to get 13 hearts, and to get 1 heart, you need to have 4 orbs.
In
You
order
get-
to get a norm,
you
you
get-
need to get
yeah,
5
yeah,
dicks.
yeah, and
In
you
order
get-
to get a dick, you need a vagina.
And to get one of the orb, you need to finish a shrine. A shrine is one of those mini dungeons. They're dotted across the map, the whole world map. Because the whole world map has 120 shrines. One of the good things that they did with this game is to make it super open world, that you can go anywhere you want. But the thing that sucked,
It's super open world and you can go anywhere you want.
no, actually because there are no dungeons, unlike in old school Zelda.
There are no dungeons.
There are no dungeons.
Oh.
You get to visit the divine beasts, which are mini dungeons, but even then you can just finish those in one run in 5 minutes.
Yeah,
So,
there's no
it's
big
more-
ass caves where you go
But you
in
still
and
get like the hook shot, the boomerang and stuff.
No, you don't get key
Oh.
items anymore. You get that at the start of the game, and that's why it allows you to go anywhere you want.
It's not structured anymore where dungeon A and then dungeon B and then dungeon
Oh yeah,
C.
that's
Yeah,
awesome,
you could also finish the game with no dungeons.
Yeah, no dungeons.
Yeah,
Just go to Ganon.
Yeah, go to Ganon, go
Yeah,
straight.
yeah.
And that's what makes this game fun because it doesn't hold your hand, and it lets you go anywhere.
pretty much whatever the fuck you
Yeah,
want,
Zelda
boy.
Skyrim.
Yeah, it's Zelda Skyrim.
Zelda Skyrim, the Dark Souls.
Yeah, it's also really hard because to scale up the difficulty here is you only get 3 hearts to start, and that the enemies also have weapons. For example, they
Yeah,
have
your weapons deteriorate here. Right?
yeah, the
weapons
weapons
break.
here break, but an early weapon here has, for example,
I'm Jack.
a 12 damage rating, so you can get one shot it on the very first.
I'm a bit disappointed
Yeah.
that Link doesn't go.
This 12 damage rating weapon is one of the early game weapons. I have one of the late game weapons, and it deals 70 damage. So I need to upgrade my armor. I need to equip runes and stuff like that for me to able to even survive.
Runes, masteries,
Yeah.
skill distribution.
And this game rewards you with
Oh,
exploring. Because this game you get to different parts of the map where things are a little odd. For example, there's a stone circle with one stone missing. Why is that stone missing? You need to find that stone. You put that stone in the missing stone circle, you get rewarded with a seed. This seed lets you upgrade your inventory because at the start you can only hold up to 3 weapons that break very easily, 3 shields and 3 bows.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, because the weapons here break very easily. That's the reason why you upgrade your inventory slots.
Nice.
And I'm still finishing the game.
Have
I'm
you changed
still-
your costume color yet?
Yeah.
Hey.
Yeah.
Equipping armor changes.
Yeah, equipment
Uh,
armor
uh,
changes the way you look, and it has also set. Some pieces of armor have set bonuses where if you equip 3 of them, you get a bonus, and some of them is just
like Monster Hunter.
some of them
you
just,
guys should get Monster Hunter.
and some of them just to look cool. And pretty much that's been my whole 2 weeks. Just Zelda and Mario Kart. Mario Kart is a good game. It's more of a party game, so I'm hoping we guys get to play it again sometime. And that's it.
And not at Rowy's house.
Yeah.
Right, Rowy?
Some mini gaming news. Okami has been
It's
up.
official, right?
It's official.
Yeah.
It's up on the Steam store, but it's not released yet.
yeah,
It's
yeah,
gonna
you
be
can
released.
Pre-order it.
Yeah, it's gonna be released on the 12th or 13th of December. And if you guys want, I could gift it to you.
Hey,
No, probably.
But you have
time.
but you have to play it.
Yeah, I probably won't have time.
I
fuck
won't.
man, if you give it to me, I'll fucking record it.
I won't play.
That's my week.
All right.
Oh yeah, I forgot. I played Nidhogg. We need to do a tournament on that.
Yeah.
Nidhogg 2?
Nidhogg 2 is
Yeah,
Ooh.
that
Is it
shit
better than
is
Nidhogg
good.
1?
yes.
Is it better
Say
than
what you
Yes.
want about the art style, but the gameplay.
Yes, the gameplay is amped up so much.
And is the dick gonna eat you still?
Yes.
Yeah.
Of
Still the
course.
Nidhogg.
Ah.
Still Nidhogg.
That's my
Okay.
favorite part.
Yeah.
Alright, anyway. Anything after games?
Robbie, speak. What?
My week.
Your week is just
My week.
FF14.
FF14.
And us crashing it.
Update the people. of FF14.
Yeah, so the last time we had a podcast was last week, right?
Mhm.
Yeah.
That was the 7th.
Yep.
That means patch 4.1 wasn't live yet. Because patch
Mm.
4.1 came out on the 10th. Alright.
So what did you do?
First things first, fuck you, Yoshi P, for the fucked up housing system in FF14. Our guild didn't get to buy a new lot in the new area,
Mhm.
but they are addressing that because they are making more lots for patch 4.2.
Okay.
Uh,
So you lost out on prime real estate. Some
Yeah.
shit.
Patch 4.1 has a lot of new content. That's why Emin and I have been playing nothing but FF14. Nothing but FF14.
What's the new content?
There's the new extreme fight that we still haven't been practicing much because we're still trying to finish the real extreme fight.
The Omega boss.
Yeah, the Omega.
Okay.
Because should I bother explaining the difference between the savage and the
Layman's
extreme
terms.
fights.
In
It is
cash terms.
Alright, so
Hard fight and another harder fight.
extreme fights are one big boss fight.
Mm-hmm.
Savage fights are 4 savage raids that you have to do in order.
That you can't die in between.
No, you can.
Okay.
But you need to finish one every week. You need to finish one before heading into 2. You need to finish 2 before heading into 3.
So
So
if
you
I
need
don't finish to...
you can't go
that
into
week.
3.
Oh.
Or you can go straight into 3, but you can't get the rewards from 2 anymore.
Okay.
Because these are weekly rewards.
Mhm.
To get the weapon, you need to keep finishing number 4 for 2 months.
Sounds fun.
Sounds fun, dude. Hey, I need that weapon, yo. I need that weapon.
What's with the weapon?
Because it's the best weapon for dragoons
In the
this
game.
current patch.
Currently.
Currently.
Is it
Currently.
Freya's plans?
No.
Oh.
Alright. Yeah, we're still Emma and I are still practicing the hardest fight. There's the awesome Alliance raid, which is a combination of tactics and FF12. Because it's Ivalice. You go to Rabanastre, but they incorporate the tactics story in it, and the entire raid has Final Fantasy Tactics OST.
Wow.
Like the classic PS1 soundtrack.
So it's a nostalgia trip for you and more so for Emma.
Yeah, Eman masturbated while playing the raid. Because Ramses in there.
Oh, his boy.
Yes, his boy. And he got Ramses armor and he jizzed all over his screen.
Oh,
I'm
so he's a mini paladin with Ramza armor.
Yes.
Okay.
Oh, that sounds cool. Anyway,
Does the different races have to do with stats or no? Just
Yes,
how you look?
there are minimal, not really minimal, but
there are
kind
some
of
difference
significant stat changes, but only when you're jumping from, let's say your current race has
A bonus.
20 innate 22 strength, and you feel like changing to another race, but that race starts with 18 strength,
Mhm.
so it's kind of significant, but in the long run, it's really just about aesthetics.
Okay. So is Emon's race not really meant for paladins because he's a small?
I'm not really sure about the stat changes
Okay.
for race. Just fuck those Lalafels.
Okay.
Fuck them. All of them should die.
What is Emon a Lalafell? That
Yes,
small
that's
thing?
what the race is called.
Okay.
Oh yeah, guess what I'm gonna do
Shan-
when I get
Shantoto,
back home?
right?
Yeah, Shantoto. Guess what I'm gonna be doing when
I
I
know.
get home.
Overwatch.
No.
Speaking of
Overwatch, we grinded some.
Anyone
some
here have
loot boxes? I got Viking Torbjorn the other night, and I'm still saving up for Colte Zenyatta
When does this end?
November 1.
Do any of you plan to get to buy loot boxes?
Last resort, if by October 31 I
Okay.
don't have enough to buy Zenyatta.
Can
How
someone
many loot box?
can
50 or
someone
25?
can someone just open my
cheap.
account and get the free loot box for me?
No.
Open it up.
Just open up your PC.
Because I haven't downloaded the patch because my sister is always using the PC.
Yeah.
Either way, come on, it's just
Maybe Johan.
Maybe Johan. Most likely Johan. Johan's your boy.
Johan's my boy. My boy Johan.
And with that,
Did I
and all
talk
Johan.
about finishing Kiwami last
God,
broadcast?
I'm still bothered that it's already the
yeah,
middle.
I think you talked about finishing Kiwami.
It's already the middle of October and we're still in hiatus hell with
With
Nay. Yeah, with
Mm.
Nay announcements on when the next episode is gonna come.
Are you sure I talked about finishing Yakuza in the podcast?
Yes.
I did.
Yes.
Maybe it's when we visit him, but you can just give a short.
No,
yeah.
no, you. I think you've mentioned it last week that you finished
Did
it.
I finish it last week? I'm not even
I didn't
sure.
know. Just talk about it. Just
Yeah, I finished Yakuza Kiwami. I also beat Amon, and I beat him cheese style.
How
I
did you-
just kept using the counter punch
Ah.
against him because fuck that guy.
It ain't cheese. It's the Arkham way.
Yeah,
What do you mean Arkham
You
way?
just counter.
Ah,
Just Assassin's Creed way.
mm,
Fight to survive.
Okay.
No more
Let's get
games.
into the news.
No more games.
Yep.
All right, let's finish this up. Just a little bit of news
Before we
this
out.
week.
Oh,
Oh Lord, knew it.
All right, let's start with YouTube is hitting people playing the South Park, the Fractured But Whole, and demonetizing it because YouTube doesn't like how it's South Park. It's offensive. It's
Yeah, and people and the companies who put ads there would even
the ads don't want to have their names attached to South Park stuff.
Yep.
So YouTubers are getting their videos demonetized.
It's bullshit.
No, it's not. Yeah, it's bullshit, but it's
I've
it's
seen the
mostly
gameplays,
ads.
I've seen the reviews. I think Stick of Truth is a lot stronger in terms of story and humor.
Really?
Yeah.
One of my guild members think it's.
He likes it more
Yeah, thinks it's an improvement.
because at least for battles, the only thing they did new was add a grid, and I don't know. For me, the humor was better in Stick of Truth, but I played the Stick of Truth.
Yeah, maybe it's something that you have to play to get.
Yeah.
Like the sex scene, you don't get that from videos. You get that from play. Unless it's banned in your country.
Mhm.
So it says here, our automated systems do not make video-specific decisions around what can be monetized based on the publisher or the game. We're normally okay with the normal level of violence, which is okay for advertising. But excessive profanity as well as title, thumbnail, or metadata also impacts videos monetization. So yeah, it's mostly about South Park being South Park.
Yeah.
That's why they can't monetize their shit.
Mhm.
So the South Park creators aren't hitting the YouTubers. It's the YouTube system, like
That's hitting
not
the-
liking South Park.
For being South Park.
Yeah, for being South Park. That's why the games videos are getting monetized. So
Anyway.
Yeah, so if you
Yeah.
put it up on YouTube, it's just because you love the game and you love your audiences. It's not about making money.
and then more
Anyway, next.
additional problems. EA is shutting down Visceral Games.
Oh,
And the Star Wars game is now being given to another game. This is not Battlefront. They
think-
announced a different Star Wars
Yeah,
game.
Yeah, that
before.
was 1313 back then,
yeah,
which got
that was fucking disappointing as hell because Naughty Dog's Amy Hemming actually went to Visual Games to write for the fucking game.
and Amy Hennig was the girl behind Uncharted.
Yeah. So their Visceral Games vision for this game was like Uncharted, like The Last of
cinematic,
Us, like
yeah.
Tomb Raider,
It's
cinematic,
Chloe, not you.
single player,
It's going to hurt me though.
story. What?
Oh no, it's not.
What the fuck? is that?
Oh, the cockroach? Yeah, whatever.
Gonna
die.
A story-driven single-player Star Wars game. But EA says, "Oh no, we think people won't like that. Like, we're gonna give it
EA,
to
come
another
on.
studio, and we're gonna introduce more exploration and more options." And so what people were asking for has been thrown down the drain, and now we're
Bullshit.
getting more open-world stuff. Maybe
That's a bad thing.
It's
The more
fucking bullshit because that's exactly what they did for Mass Effect Andromeda. Oh my god.
the more video companies EA acquires, the less and less it looks
That's
for
also
video
the
games as a
same
whole.
shit they did for Visceral with what was that game?
Dead Space.
Yeah, Dead Space 3.
Oh shit, that's what happened. That's what
Yeah,
made
that's why Dead Space 3
was not a horror.
Yeah.
It
Dead
became
Space 3
action.
was also the birth of like unethical monetization
Yeah.
processes. The DLC shit, you have to pay to improve your gun. It's bullshit.
Oh.
Fuck EA. Get the fuck away from me.
Is EA also?
What's the last EA game you've liked?
God, I don't.
I
don't
think it's just,
remember.
it's Inquisition.
Is EA? Did EA release XCOM?
No, it's Fat Access.
Oh,
It's
that's
2K and
Oh
Fat
yeah, that's
Access,
2K.
yeah.
That's 2K. All right, because you can link your 2K character and
Really?
yeah, you can link your
Yeah.
2K character and they can become characters in your XCOM, or you can link your XCOM characters and
You can be
bring them into
basketball
2K, I
players.
think.
Oh, that's awesome.
I think the best fans were trying to do that when they were playing both XCOM and 2K side by
Friends
side.
of Freak.
Friends of Freak.
Oh my god.
FOF, brother. Alright, then last bit of news is Boyfriend Dungeon. It's all about dating your weapons, and it looks rad. That's said by Polygon. Yeah, I can't show the trailer here, but yeah, it's an isometric game where you get weapons, and that weapon has a human form. It's not all guys. there were some female weapons there.
Oh.
So yeah, this is not daddy dating.
Okay, so it's more.
This is not dream daddy.
So it's more of hatful boyfriend with pigeons becoming
Kinda.
people. But now it's just weapons.
Yeah.
I forgot there was a game about or an anime about battleships becoming cute anime
yes,
girls. I think you know Katawa collection, something like that.
Kankodi.
I don't know, man. Why are you
Kantai,
looking
Kantai,
at
Kantai
Why the
collection.
fuck did you look at me for that shit?
Kantai collection.
I don't know that shit, man.
This is not a visual novel. I said this is an isometric dungeon crawler.
Oh, okay. So you
with,
you
with
don't
a, with
do
a dating aspect.
Yes.
There's an anime about swords that has guys spirits stuck into them. So
That's not really.
Yeah,
new.
it's called Rurouni
This is
Kenshin.
Artonelico.
And the
Yeah.
blade catches fire. Hey.
That's also what do you call
God
that?
damn it, look at the second camera.
Yeah,
Ghosts.
these guys don't give a fuck anymore. You guys.
Yeah. We're not in the camera.
I remember one of the lines in the
Mhm.
trailer. Equip your love.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
is this game for girls or something?
No,
It's a game for anyone.
It's game for you.
I remember
Or is it
seeing.
full of
I remember seeing a cat. There's a cat in there. There's a cat weapon.
Yeah, one of the
So
eligible bachelors
Yes,
is a
it's a
cat.
most of the swords are guy swords.
They only showed one guy, one girl, and then silhouettes of everyone else.
And one cat.
Yeah. I saw the cat as a silhouette.
Okay.
It's a fast like a fast slideshow of the silhouette, so I couldn't really tell.
Anyway,
Well, it's called Boyfriend
So
Dungeon,
it's for chicks. So
or for guys.
For
who
guys
wanna
who
play-
like guys,
I don't know.
want to play something.
Hey,
different?
I saw a let's play of Dream Daddy, and that's a quality visual novel. Actually,
yeah,
it has awesome writing.
yeah.
It's not cringe. It's for gay or for girls.
No, no, it's
I'm not
actually
saying
good
I'm not
visual
saying
Yeah, it's a
of the
good visual
quality.
novel.
But this is not a visual novel.
I'm just talking
It's
about.
produced by the Game Grumps.
Yeah.
I'm just talking
Those
about the
guys
main target of the game. I'm
No,
not talking about
maybe.
the quality.
Maybe.
Maybe you don't know.
We don't know. You should try it out for yourself.
Yeah, there are
No,
guys who play shoujo,
I mean, you play
shoujo
Ripley.
games.
You can only go up from there.
Wait.
We played Hatoful Boyfriend. Come on, gotta admit.
I have no money. Man.
What?
There are other
What?
means.
We played Hatoful Boyfriend. I mean, they played.
Yeah.
So.
And any more news? Or we're done.
For anybody who wants
no news. So before we finish this off, let's just next week it's also gonna be a break week
Yep.
because Mike 1 is not available because family stuff.
Yeah.
Mike 2 is not available because I'll be going to ESGS.
Report on that.
Yeah, I'll try to do some live stuff. If not, I'll try to make a short video.
Just record and hit it up.
Yeah,
on
but
our Facebook.
yeah, for those who don't know, that's the Esports and Gaming Summit happening on October 27th up to the 29th, and I'll be there for 3 days, mostly for Monster Hunter.
Is Eman going there?
No, but I'll be going with one of my guildmates in FF14. I'm gonna meet him there. Yeah, we're mostly gonna be there for Monster Hunter, but of course, play then go around. I'll check
Okay.
out the
Oh,
entire
and
thing.
also something else. Speaking of, because you mentioned Dream Daddy and I mentioned Game Grumps, and you mentioned esports again, I just remembered. They have a YouTube Red series. It's called Good Game. And it's about them.
Yeah, we'll talk about that.
We
That's
talked
with
about
Dan
that.
Harmon.
Yeah, Dan Harmon wrote that.
Yeah.
It's about them trying to make an esports team, right?
Yeah.
I remember that. Is it ongoing now?
I'm surprised that Danny sucks at acting more than Aaron does.
Right? Is it ongoing?
Yeah, it's a YouTube,
Okay.
it's a
Alright.
YouTube Red series. I think it's
Yeah, you have to subscribe, right, for YouTube.
Yep.
for every or you can buy every episode
Mm.
for your account, like 78 pesos per episode.
Okay.
That's what happens. First, we got the Pewds in the Disney, which he's not there anymore. But now we've also got the Game Grumps and the YouTube Reds.
No, YouTube Reds. Actually, the first one wasn't PewDiePie even.
No, I mean PewDiePie was Disney, right? He was.
Yeah, he was.
And then he said
before his anti-Nazi
he
shit,
said something about
which
Nazi.
surprisingly is a bit. Actually,
No, it wasn't anti-Nazi. He was saying kill the Jews as a Nazi person.
similar to Walt Disney.
Oh shit! Oh shit!
shit,
Oh,
we
this
hate
is
shit.
Should we end
man.
there?
That's
Should we
not
end there?
true.
Really, Disney did not hate Jews?
Yeah, he hired Jews to write his songs. The Jew
Oh.
brothers. I forgot them.
No, but he supported the Nazis.
Lots of companies supported
Mario.
Nazis.
He called
This
them
guy is a schmuck.
he called them the Jew brothers. Maybe he didn't hate Jews, but he didn't think highly of them either. If he called them the Jew.
Alright, yeah, we're gonna end there.
Bye, guys.
Outro by the
Wait,
Jew
I
Brothers.
like Jews.
Check out this song I'm working on.
Tell me what I'm missing. Something now. In the kitchen. Okay, let me work on it. This is taking way too long.